What the fuck is up? Yo, what's going on, Ari?
Welcome back to the LTA. The Split 2 playoffs have finally arrived here at the Riot Games Arena, and it's all fearless best of fives from here on out until the finals in just a few weeks. To kick things off, Shopify Rebellion surprised a lot of fans by making it here into the upper bracket, but their first task is a true challenge. They're going against a FlyQuest squad hot off a massive stomp against one of the other top teams in the league. Can Shopify pull off the upset, or will FlyQuest continue the dominance they've demonstrated throughout Split 2? Shopify versus FlyQuest starts right now. I cannot wait to get these playoffs underway. I'm Captain Flowers, joined by Azael and Kobe for this one. Gentlemen, what do we think? Is it just going to be a 3-0, or are we going the distance?
No, it is not going to be a 3-0. It might be a 0-3, as Jack was predicting. But honestly, I am very hopeful for an underdog story. You always like to hope for the underdog story, but this
this is going to be a stomp
behind it because Shopify was one of only 2 teams to take
This is
going to
be a proper stomping.
This Split's regular season. So Shopify has
Hot
done
damn.
a little bit of it in the past, and Fudge talked to him right before the game. He said he was fairly confident, so we'll see what they can do.
No shower today? What do you mean no shower today?
A little bit different attire
I literally
today,
showered
wearing
last
their pink jerseys
night.
in support of FlyQuest Red, their women's team, alongside celebrating their goal of getting 30 cats adopted with their Cat Quest mission.
Okay.
So FlyQuest getting a couple dubs here on stage before the draft even begins, but we'll see if they can also find that same success in game. Now, let's check out our bans as Yone, Gwen, and Ezreal are removed by FlyQuest. Over there for Shopify, it's the Vi, the Azir, and the Nico taken off the table as Varus is the first lock here for FlyQuest.
I mean, there's the Jace hover, but I would be very surprised to see them blinding Jace here against Bwipo, who has so many different counters, different answers for it. Instead, it is going to be the Rumble, which makes me think we might be getting a Galio over on the other side for Bwipo. This is a guy who has some really well-defined counter picks that he loves to go towards, but Contracts will get the Nefiri that I think we have seen him be very, very successful on. Grouping up with Seos, constantly attacking the enemy jungle, really liking to play in their face. It's something that you love to see.
Yeah, I mean, he was one of the junglers that jumped on this champion as soon as it got this little mini rework and got the untargetability on the W. And it's a strategy they came into the league perfecting and trying, and it's a strategy that has paid off for them. So we do get the expected counter pick with the Magic Shield, the pushing here for Galio into Rumble, but I really, really like the Pantheon answer as well. Pantheon having that point-and-click CC and having the global really helps them out towards the mid-game. Pantheon plus Galio, it just puts so
Can I make
many
camera
extra
smaller?
questions
Yeah, let me move it out the way. Sorry about that.
In the mid-game when you have multiple areas on the map that can be covered.
I call it the meteor shower combo. They both
The
just
Meteos
come raining
shower.
down from
The
sky.
Meteos shower
Instantly,
combo.
The fight can be turned no matter how well you think you might have set it up on the other side. But it looks like Shopify going to lock in a little bit of extra long range for themselves here with the Jhin, the Curtain Call,
Hold
and
up.
Deadly Flourish being able
I
to
gotta
help
grab a
out
floss
as Rumble
pick.
and
I ate
Fury go into scrap.
some breakfast next to
Victor
some-
going to be the first ban here in the second half for Shopify, wanting to keep that one away from Quad.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, how heavily Shopify will be committing to the dive. If they want to go for an aggressive mid laner here for Palafox as well. Of course, they do have an AD jungler, so they could be looking, for one of these aggressive pairings, things like the Ahri that are up and available. The Victor's been banned out. Wouldn't be surprised to see Quad just tanking another ban here. Cassio is something that hasn't been banned out, but very frequently does get banned against him. It is one of the most banned champions against FlyQuest. Quad is so well known for that champ that, generally speaking,
Breakfast at
FlyQuest
4
really
p.m.?
eats a lot of targeted
Yeah,
bans.
yeah,
Bans
it's
aren't
4
necessarily
p.m.
that popular
here.
in the meta. Things like the Cassio, like the Scion, like the Yorick.
Ditch Doublift and Coaster
And
with
especially
Kajal.
when you
Oh,
are playing,
fuck, guys. We're out of a
best
job.
5 fearless,
Kajal's
which we
taking
have
over
not played
LTA
a lot
now.
of. You
GG.
do have to think about the progression of your pick ban phase
GG.
here if we do get very deep in it versus a team like FlyQuest that has so many tools. So they opt for the Talia right now. Like Talia, pretty much every mid laner just agrees, is just OP.
Especially with Pantheon.
So, yeah, exactly. You cannot let that go.
FlyQuest
through with
just
the
gives
point-and-click setup.
Nefiri. They don't care.
Talia with Pantheon and Galio would be pretty difficult to deal with in terms of any sort of a side lane situation, but that's off the table, and it's double support bans from FlyQuest as Bard and Karma are both removed.
Interesting, because I would think like Seos is going to be on like a Nautilus or a Rel or some sort of CC
Yo, what up?
on
good or bad thing. Yeah, what's up? I just
Yo,
found out that
Cagel's
sushi.
here for our jobs. GG.
You know that I started playing WoW before sushi was born. I just had that realization.
Really?
That is crazy stuff. Yeah. I mean,
saw you
pretty
guys had a
soon.
banger match.
Yeah, we did have a banger match. I just had another random stupid thought, like a morning thought. There will be pro players pretty soon that are younger than the game. Like, I'll have played League for like 18 years, and there'll be like 16-year-old pro players.
There's no way you've played for 18 years.
Yeah, you dumbass. In 3 years, that'll be true, unless I quit. I can't quit though.
It
It's like
hasn't even
heroin.
been out for 18 years, dude.
Yo, how about you suck my dick for 18 years? How about that?
That would be a really long blowjob. I don't think I could go that long.
Start practicing.
All right. I guess I'll have to.
What's up? What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Chilling. How's EDC?
Oh, it was super sick. It was super sick.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude, it was so good. I really needed that. I was like getting super burnt out. Honestly, I was just in a bad mood. Just really not like streaming long hours. I was super tired all the time. Yeah, but then after I went to EDC, it was just a little mini vacation, like 2.5 days, and it was super good.
Nice.
Really fun.
That's good. Jin, Braum, dude, that Braum win rate. God damn.
14-3? We're really lucky in 14-3 win rates here? No.
In game 1.
Yo, Jin's looking crazy here against Alistar, Galio, Pantheon, and Ornn. He's gonna be shredding these guys.
Holy shit.
Nah, he
I mean,
picked
is
it literally
Flashcomp
just for
even
them.
good?
Is Flyscop even good? I mean, they have a solo damage dealer Masu, but at the same time, everyone on Shopify is like one-shottable, so yeah, it's probably fine.
Would you go poke Varus here or on hit?
Oh, you gotta go on hit. If you're going poke here, you're gonna fucking grief the game, straight up. Every single teammate is gonna be running in, melee ranging, CCing people. If you're playing poke Varus here, you're just griefing.
When you have the stun, when you have flash, finding the right angle, using fog of war and stuff to get in there.
It really is, but I will say, over on the FlyQuest side, if you can kill Masu off early in the fight, they are so low on damage. It's not going to be easy to do because you have to get through the Alistar and the Ornn and the Galio and the point-and-click CC from the Pantheon, but you have a lot of point-and-click attacks yourself, right? If you get a Flash Tibbers onto Masu.
What did you eat for
here,
breakfast
and you
today?
have the
Good
Neferi
stuff.
ult coming through, the Rumble Equalizer on his head,
Sausage,
and
egg, and
you're
cheese
throwing at Masu to take him
breakfast,
out,
Sammy?
you can make it happen.
What about you?
I'm eating a shrimp and steak breakfast burrito right now.
Oh shit! Did you make it or order it?
Yes.
Okay. Shrimp and steak.
I'm kind of chefing it up. No, never. I'll need to learn how to cook eventually.
Will you?
Yeah, probably when we have like kids.
Hire a chef.
Well, that's no way to raise the next generation.
Next
can't be
generation's
teaching
fucked,
kids.
man. Next generation's fucked.
Can't be spoiling the next generation, dude. You gotta learn how to cook. I'll learn eventually.
Teach them how to cook. You're cooking for them, they're gonna be spoiled.
For hashing enemy junglers, and so
Wait, you're right.
Knowing this tendency, defensively ward their raptors, and they see the
My little toddler needs to cook.
How old are you
Hold
gonna
his own
wait
weight.
till you start teaching your kids how to play League?
That could be real dicey. Spicy here.
Hopefully never.
But Fudge is coming down. I mean, this is
Really?
a pretty active level 1, we'll say.
Palafox is getting some first strike value.
What if they want to learn?
I think
The first strike, truly.
They wanna be like their dad.
The little auto attack getting in there. But apparently
I think League players are like the most unhappy on average video game players because you have no idea what's gonna happen when you load a new game. It just might tilt you off the face of the planet. This is a good trade for B-Boy. 6 autos for 1. Is that good?
What the fuck?
I don't know this, man.
Xiaohu did interview, and he said,
No, it's Showmaker, no?
No, it was Xiaohu.
Oh.
He said, enemy mid laner has aura of genius.
Yeah.
What?
If
He
he
ruined the
runs
quote.
or does anything, I'll just be saying that in comms.
Enemy mid is
Doing
genius.
a million damage on the still, yeah.
Vizio told me something very smart yesterday. I asked him, how do we beat Winthrop? He says, play the map and map the plays.
Right there.
Yeah.
Play the map,
Yeah,
map the
you know.
plays.
Everything he does.
Genius.
It's just a genius aura emanating from mid lane.
Didn't know he was
And
such a
again,
philosopher.
Will be critical to this team because this is such a snowbally champion. You know, if you can get ahead, you can.
Do you
definitely
miss
have
him?
some really high impact roams. Busio said he's definitely going to be.
I
looking
do.
for
I do miss
those.
playing with him sometimes. I mean, he's just a good vibes guy. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen him
we have an
tilt
invade
in a
coming out
scrim,
here
which
early
is
as
just
Contracts
crazy.
moves into the jungle against Inspired, looking to use the early power of this Nefiri. We know how much Contracts loves to do this.
Contracts loves this invade, man.
So they can rotate over to help him.
Oh my god, these trades from Masu. He's pretty clean on the Varus, I'm not gonna lie. That's Kai Git from solo queue.
He was trying to move over to help. Inspired's going back for the steal, couldn't get it. But they forced out the heal from the Braum there because Masu got so much
Inspired
damage on him as he
smited
was
that.
walking up through Drybush.
Yep, every single game. Contracts on Nefiri.
Always.
Going for these invades. It does take away the red, but Inspired can just recall.
Yo, how annoying is playing versus Contracts in Fury, though? This guy's literally just gonna run into your red every fucking game.
I did like how Inspired
Yep.
handled that.
I'm not
He
even
immediately
100%
just
sure if that
backed
was
off.
good,
He
since he
charged
ended
up
up just
his fastest
taking
move
one
back
camp and
into
has
the
to
fastest
do the walk
queue
back
to
to
try
his
back and
camps.
actually steal it. Of course, he didn't
What
get
the
it.
hell just happened? Flashbang.
Intelligently, buying time for Busio to move over and give him that support.
Yeah, and Contracts as well. You know, you use your second Q on the Fury for the execution damage as well. Always trying to combo.
Yeah, and so this is a FlyQuest that only has 2 losses this entire split. And while people are going to be looking at this as very favored towards them, and I think rightfully so, one loss was during the positioning phase to Cloud9. And their only loss during the group
Yo,
phase
what up,
was
dude?
actually to Shopify.
Don't
In
even-
the
what's
2-1
up?
series that, yes, they did win.
What's up, dude? Nice of you to
but
show up.
Fudge really had a good one.
Hey.
Was getting the better of Whippo in all 3 games.
Oh, it's still 0-0 though. We're good.
So what does your
And it was
planning
a
look
very
like? You
competitive
you
series, and I
say to
think that is
yourself,
kind of
hey, I
giving
know I'm
some
co-streaming
hope
tomorrow.
here,
Games
to
start
Shopify
at
that they
1.
can compete.
And so
Because you've never been on time. I'm just curious, like.
Never, by the way.
Yeah, not once, literally.
True.
Did you get back to Mark? Did you do your thing?
Based. Hell no.
All right.
We'll see about this Smite fight.
You know you're an
Coming
adult,
back up
right?
Shortly, and Inspired was already there. So
Wait,
You
how old
know
are you?
you're a
I'm glad your
30.
belts are crash out.
You know you're a
That you're not here
40-year-old
on
man
time, bro.
child, right? You're pushing 40 and you still can't do basic adult things.
Sorry, I was just breaking a major loss streak in Valorant. Like, it just had to be done. There was nothing we could do. Staying up late, grinding,
And something we haven't touched on yet is Whippo was actually playing Unsealed Spell.
pushing our
An
limits.
experiment with on his stream.
And do you guys think it's
Going
like
even
kind of
further
disrespectful?
beyond.
Meteos is like always eating during the first game. Like literally
I'm
every
not
single stream
eating.
he's always just eating.
What are you saying? I'm not eating.
It's like the one time that I've seen you not eating during the co stream. It's actually so
Why does
stupid,
Meteos
bro.
save his
You really just gotta
showers
make
for
sure
when
that
his
you, like,
stream
eat
starts?
before the game. Like otherwise, like you're just gonna be missing the early game and just be eating.
No, I think
How
spending
is
20
this
minutes to take
turning
a
on
shower
me
when your
when
stream's
Sneaky
on
is
seems pretty
literally
good.
20+ minutes late every single stream?
Incredibly well. Alpha should be able to walk this off. but-
Like for me,
I
when
only
I know
arrive when I
something
need
starts
to.
at 1, I'm like, hey, I should
He
be
does have
there
a nice little
before
advantage for
or
himself,
by
300
1.
gold early on.
Like what happens to
Yeah.
you? It's 12:55. Like what's going
Like,
through your
I
head?
can start my stream at 1, and then right after the first game, I can take a big shower, and then I'll be like all cozy and shit. I'll turn off my cam, no one can tell.
Big for Shopify here.
Yeah, it's great.
You're not even answering what I'm saying. You're just
No, I'm
spewing
just feeling good.
nonsense.
Talked about knowing these
Okay,
My
so
hair
it's
is wet.
it's
My cam is
12:55.
off.
It's
Oh my
12:55.
god, the rice fell out of my burrito. God damn it.
Oh no.
That sucks, man. Why are you always eating during game 1?
The Fudge Whippo matchup because it was so impactful last time.
Dude, stop projecting. Actually,
Maybe
Jesus.
we can see some of these old
I
Ornn
think
counter
that's
skills
what
when you
you're
have the
doing.
Ignite swapped over on spells.
Oh,
Inspired
Fudge is fucking dead. Oh, he flashed like a little pussy.
Dude, why didn't you just take the death? What the hell?
If you get hit by it, you're just going to take damage and still have to flash anyway, even if you live, so you might as well spend it early.
I honestly think if you don't flash that, then you're going to get stunned by Inspired. You're going to get ignited. There's going to be so much follow-up damage. I think you're just dead to rights. So I think that.
So, Sneaky still waiting, 12:55?
Flash there.
What's going through
Oh,
your
what's
mind?
up? I'm watching the game. I'm busy analyzing this game. You have to get back to me
Holy
later.
shit, he is so embarrassed about his time management skills. He's fucking gooning probably. He goes, "Oh,
Well, that's a given.
stream. I'm supposed to be there at 1. It's 12:59. Guess I'll start a goon sesh here. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck, it's 20 minutes later. Oh, shit.
I was just about to be on time, and then I walk into my room, and I just get so distracted.
I don't even
There's
doubt
nothing I
it.
can do.
Honest. I love that we're being honest.
I
No,
don't
Masu.
doubt
You're
it.
getting fucked here, Masu. Nice block by Buzio on that Q. Jesus.
That inspired a Pantheon gank for Bwipo in this Cloud9
Yeah, he blocked the
in
Jin
W.
Q.
quite huge, and that was a dominating
This
series.
dude is an edgelord
Actually set records in the LTA
with his ability
with how
leveling.
quickly they dispatched Cloud9.
Yeah, wow,
So
putting points into
that, you know, avoidance
W?
of the
That's
death
weird.
on top there, quite big for Fudge, but you know
Oh!
will come
Oh,
and use that
GG.
flashless rumble.
I was the minion.
Okay, let's see what we can get.
Gross.
The grand starfall, and Fudge is not looking
Oh my
too
God.
good.
That looked fun.
Watching TF Blade. I'm watching TF Blade on top. He's just getting permitted by fucking by globals.
It is a Pantheon with ultimate, and you're like, well, there is one person with no flash.
Pantheon is kind of cringe.
So got to be very careful, and they do convert
For that.
for the kill. That is just textbook jungling right there. Blow the flash on the first visit. Repeat with the global.
I think tops do be looking powerful at the moment.
Because again, you invest a little bit, and Fudge.
Yeah, the Ornn Pantheon lane is honestly hard for a lot of people to lane into.
Wait, that, but unironically, their damage is crazy, no? So much damage for how tanky they are. Oh,
Yeah.
one grub.
To try to contest this. Both bot lane duos also making their way towards this part of the map. Neither team did the early bot.
All right, but hot take in NA, grubs are seriously super overrated. Specifically in NA, I think grubs are overrated. Oh, Buzio? He's like super CC
We
right
get
here.
it. Double Lift doesn't want to swap or leave his lane for grubs. What's new?
No,
Nothing's
it's
changed.
5-5 for grubs. What's going on? So far, no one's died yet, but Gallia's fucked here. He actually ulted in to die. Oh, Fudge is dead too. 1 for 1 so far.
Yeah, 1 for 1 there, and that one hurts for Fudge. He didn't have the equalizer, so he couldn't really get involved.
I heard, I haven't really watched it much, but I heard LCK was doing a lot of the rando swaps as well, at like 5 and shit,
Yeah, Contract's able to grab that one during the skirmish.
which just seemed
It's pretty common
dumb.
for
Money might be an issue because
the swap to happen to try to like trap
was huge on this champ.
people
He
who are
was
greeting the
one to
extra
get
wave.
both of these kills.
Because then, you know, you greed that extra wave, you're like, I'm going to punish him. He's basing, but he's not basing. Well, he is, but he's also swapping. And then you kind of end up getting an objective for free, in like air quotes, but
Of course, on the top side of your screen,
you know,
you can see Fudge was
the
You
real
give them an
answer to what
extra
they're doing is just match the
minions.
swaps. Yeah, you get the 6 minions, but then your tempo's fucked, right? And then the enemy team ends up taking Drake or getting full control of grubs. And then you're just kind of like on the back foot, so. I do feel though that, I don't know, at the moment, okay, like let's just take this game as an example. Like, I don't feel like grubs are that useful for either team. Gallia versus Annie, who's split pushing? Nobody. Ornn versus Rumble, both of them are just going to push in group. Like, the grubs don't do anything. So I just feel like Drake was better.
Now without that flash for a little while longer, you guys talked a lot
Like,
about it.
I think Fly should be happy giving 3 grubs if Varus can get one more minion bot lane.
So much of this is can he get a big flash engage, and I think so much of it.
I feel like for the
Unironically, but plus Drake, like that it's like up for discussion, obviously, right? Depending on the game, but I feel like if these are the matchups where nothing is going to happen, Drake in one wave, sometimes even like one wave, one plate in Drake is better than grubs.
What about for feats, specifically?
Drake is a feat, bro.
Yeah, but like, they're not, they didn't get Drake at all. Like, no team got Drake off of the team going grubs. Like they could have made some conscious
You will.
decision.
When their jungler is doing grubs and you walk a Drake, you will get the Drake.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm just saying it didn't happen. Like, they tried to match.
First Drake, 11 minutes in, not a lot of early focus onto the neutrals as Masu's in danger.
Masu, pass him. Flash, he's dead. No, he's dead. Oh.
Shots, but Masu gets out of the
Never mind.
call range just in time.
Nice try. Nice try. I would have hit those, but nice try.
doesn't look like there's going to be any
Or
transition on
in
the map,
W
so
Varus.
FlyQuest, they grab their dragon. Masu,
Yeah,
with
that's
the
normal.
fence, is going to avoid
No.
death in a mid lane, and the first
No.
item power spikes are all just
Normal
Why
for
the fuck
Masu,
did he
baby.
max W first on Varus? Is he
So
trolling?
have a pretty
And then he did
big
this.
scuffle.
This is
Like weeks
the
ago.
lol dobby build.
All right, 19,000 gold for both
Actually?
teams. Very,
What?
very
No, you're fucking trolling.
game
There's
state.
no
The
what?
single dragon's not really gonna make or break
Look at the
anything.
lol dobby
The
build.
2-to-1 advantage on the grubs. Like,
Every point you put in Q puts the cooldown 2 seconds lower.
Philandering
crazy, bro?
Laldobby's good name.
Holy
You
shit.
bastard.
Pantheon just landed on Annie's fucking head.
So I have to point out that there is a bit of an
Yeah.
overlay bug at the moment. Palafox's flash, I'm in the game.
Another
It's
pick
not
that's
actually
coming
up,
really
so
popular right
Indy
now
is
is
showing it up.
is
He
Annie.
could not have flashed that.
Dude,
It's not
she's
actually
looks
up.
so
At the moment,
fucking bad.
nice double
Every
time
I've
uh,
seen
her.
long-range ultimate usage.
Literally, like, it's a bot playing it every
This
time.
champ is some ass cheeks, for sure.
And know that it, had
But she's
not
been played
quite
so
come back
much.
off of cooldown,
So I
was
was gone last weekend, like were teams playing it last week too?
Yeah.
You know, he is just on the malignance, so is going to have
Yeah.
that shorter ulti.
Everyone's
cooldown
feeding
for
and looking
Tigris,
like a
both these
complete
potential
fucking noob
engages,
while doing
including
it.
he's going heavily towards CDR and trying to play for
I was watching LCK. There was like Showmaker played it one game. Literally, entire Twitch chat just flaming the fuck out of him. I'm just like, I swear it's just an Annie thing, dude. Like, you pick Annie, you look like a bot, you get flamed. Same thing happened to Jensen too.
Okay, I think I'm gonna take care of my life. Look at Jin's items. He's rushing Infinity Edge.
Is he actually?
He's either rushing IE or BT, guys. Wow, that
Ooh.
CC chain was ridiculous. That guy didn't get to move for a year. B-Boy's meleeing everyone!
Where's the damage?
Yeah.
From who?
They're very tanky on Fly.
Yeah, they got the flash off of Fudge there.
It's
on the
probably
side as
IE.
well.
I mean, it could be BT.
Could be he could be looking at
There's
Dante's
no way
stream
it's
doing BT
BT.
Jin here.
The fucking way.
Nah, B-Boy always has the most troll-ass builds, and in his mind, he's probably thinking, like, this is so smart, and this is why, and he has this, like, elaborate, like, reasoning, but, like, the actual truth of it is, it's troll as fuck. It's actually so
Now
troll.
you're really projecting.
No.
BT Essence Ezreal.
Okay.
But that's
Hear me
just
out.
goated.
Hear me out. That's just goated. That's literally just goated.
Holy fuck, bro is talking about
I wouldn't
himself,
actually
but
do that in a
put
real game.
B-Boy's
I'm gonna be
name
honest.
in there.
I was just memeing about Crit Theory at the time, and it was good content. I wouldn't actually do it. I didn't actually think that it was better than the real build.
Oh.
Content.
I just really wanted to sell the Crit Theory thing.
I lied for
Sell it to
content.
who? To what end? To lie to everyone and get them to believe you?
Yes. Wait, how about that pink word that just put down? Is that good?
What's wrong with it?
But if he gets to, wits end,
Oh, it's good.
he gets to some of these like tanky items that are going to really make it difficult to actually burst him down, with what we're assuming is going to be a locket and so on coming in, and the Galio ulti shield and all these
Okay,
things.
hear me out
So I
though,
think
Bork on
it's just
Jin.
not gonna be
There's so many
there as
tanks.
far as the damage you need to 100 to 0.
Okay.
I don't think it's
Bork
bad.
Ginsu's. Yeah, Bork Ginsu's looks good here.
Come on, BBT, please, please.
No.
No.
What's he doing? No, not the Infinity Edge rush. No, okay,
Oh,
honestly though, like
sad.
you can't be a pro player and be rushing IE. This is like when Deft went. What did he do, by the way? Did he go IE on no crit when it used
No, it
to
was
be
when
crit?
crit needed like 40 or 60% or whatever, like the fuck it was.
Dude,
Oh my
bring
God,
back that
you're
IE.
right.
That shit was actually the best.
You're right. That was the best. That was actually the best.
Which one?
Meteos. The one that only activated when you were at 60 crit. That was a good idea.
Remember that IE that, like, gave you percent true damage on your autos or some weird shit?
Okay, that was troll as fuck.
Yeah.
That was
That
actually
was
troll as
so
fuck.
weird.
That was very short-lived, wasn't it?
What, it was like 2018.
It was like a
or something?
season, maybe.
Dude, there was like so many crazy versions of the game. Do you guys remember when it was what is that item called? Stormrazor, Static Shiv Rapid Fire, like energized meta, and you'd hit someone and it would bounce the Storm Surge slow to like 5 people.
Yeah, that was sick.
That was so sick. But it was so broken. Like that was so stupid.
I remember that being a good build,
Walk
but
up,
maybe.
boom, 5 slows.
There's just so many fucking iterations.
I remember Jin doing that.
It looks like it's just there's no way they're even gonna
Yeah,
try to
Jin
do
used to
that
do
since
that
he
with
has someone
celerity.
outside. You know, Annie's gonna be pushing that top lane down, you know, trying to at least deny a little bit of farm. Just gonna be an easy Drake there.
Okay.
For
I mean,
FlyQuest
FlyQuest is literally just doing
second
the
of the game, so it's not like it's gonna be
Drake to grubs. They only got.
fast soul that they are
Wait,
facing
how many grubs
down
did they
here,
get?
but they are gonna be
One?
slowly working
So
towards
they got
that.
one
They have
grub.
One.
strength already completed,
But
and that's just gonna make things that much more
I feel like the
difficult.
game is kind of.
Meteos trying to jump forward there, throws up the
Nobody has
unbreakable, tries to
auto
attack
yet.
Masu with a winner's bite, but it's not like there's really a whole lot of threat behind it, even if he hits him. We still have another
I feel like there's a really
3 minutes or
interesting
so until
dynamic
the
right
Autocon
now
spawns. We'll be
with
alongside Autocon this time around.
throwing,
Honestly, it's
like
not a super
hoping that a
high-skill
throw
game,
happens
but
versus just
pretty
getting
much
choked
every
out
hero
and the enemy team
has
stacking
been
4 Drakes.
fine.
Because like
Yeah,
this game, right?
it's
FlyQuest
involved in
is gonna
all
get
of
soul.
them.
It's actually a very bad soul,
lot in
which is just
tandem
kind of
with some
unlucky.
of
It's
the
the worst
other
one.
ultimates,
But
Bubba's,
you know, they
Orange
could
provides
realistically
a
just
lot of
stack
setup
Drakes and
value
get
there.
like soul point by like,
Honestly, it has been
or
just really
get soul by like
intelligent
27
tactics
minutes.
inspired.
But then if you
Back to
throw
like
once
early
as a
NJ,
team that's
picking up
winning,
farm
it's like
points for the
so
character,
fucking
preying on
punishing.
people with no
It's
flashes.
so bad.
Here we
Wait,
go.
what?
Inspired, ready to make the dive.
Are they diving Palafox here?
Goes in for the ulti, and
Holy
there's the combo.
fuck, he's
Palafox
literally
down
one
before he
shot.
can do a damn
No, I
That's
think
fun.
Annie's
about
probably
it.
worth
Now
playing.
Quad's ready to show up for the two-man taunt.
What mid
GG.
laner is gonna live that?
Dude,
FlyQuest
I don't know,
just
someone with
murdered Shopify.
any amount
Peel.
of health or mobility.
is OP flowers
Wow,
and
Masu is so manly there. Like he didn't even flinch on that cleanse. He just said, "Fuck it, I'll just tank this root on turret." My team's tanking anyways.
For these people in their death timers.
Oh, -1. I saw that.
Time not CC'd.
This game's just fucking over.
Close to zero, so
Yes,
FlyQuest
sir.
get the tower afterwards after the
Yes, ma'am.
Rippo's actually very good on Ornn. Like he's doing max damage every fight. Sometimes like Ornn can do piss damage, but look at the combo here. Okay, we got
Really
R.
not flashing that Ornn R2?
Yeah.
He's taking that?
I mean, Kobe mentioned the UI overlay was bugged. He didn't have flash.
Third Hadcat, thank you for the 5 gifted. Oh, sorry.
Oh
Fuck, I
my
didn't-
god. Oops. Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm actually sorry. I meant to mute. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oops.
I love tanks.
I love the fact that
No, it's
FlyQuest
actually
I
bugging.
totally meant to mute, guys.
because Fudge is
Shut up, I actually did, I'm sorry.
of the dive just ends up being more free food.
Yeah, this is why Double Up
He's-
doesn't listen.
Summoning up the Herald here in mid lane. The turret is about to be taken out.
You said Annie didn't have flash, or you just fucking memeing?
He
No,
had
that's what
flash there.
Kobe said that. He said the overlay was bugged. And he didn't have flash.
He did.
Oh!
Contracts just died
Oh,
for fun.
dude.
Oh, 3-man taunt.
is
Oh my god, they're just
happening right
diving
now?
and taking 0 damage.
It's just nowhere close. Like, it's just over.
Oh, is anyone going to die to Infinity Edge rushing Jin here?
Getting some mega
Nope.
value taunts
Nope.
here. He is getting multiple people on every single tower dive that they go for.
Okay,
I was kind of hopeful, Flowers, when I saw
I think that
top
tanky
five
comps
shooting
are a
from the
little bit
Blackstone.
OP
Those
right
are some
now.
of the, like, coolest plays in the
Especially
game,
against
but
burst
they
stuff
were
like
able to
Annie. This is
five
the most
and
worthless
Fudge
Annie in the world
them.
now.
So, Palafox, goes
Great
for
ult.
the-
Yes.
Look
I feel
at
like
the way that
the counter to
Contract...
this is playing side lanes, but you have Annie Rumble, so you can't even play side lanes.
Nobody can run away.
And you have Jin
Yeah.
Braum.
Like the counter to like the group up and just dive with tanks comp is to just split them to death and like starve them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be hard for them to group because they're getting perma pushed in side lanes. Tanks don't do well 1v1, and then
Yeah. I think one thing that we realized with Annie that is like a huge limitation of her is she's like one of the only mages that has like horrible wave clear. So if like she's getting outnumbered 1v2, 2v3, like she doesn't get to do anything to the wave. Other mages just get it clear and make it really uninteractive. Like Victor and Hui can literally just like 1v5 kill the wave.
Yeah, I mean, her
Walk
range
away.
is so fucking short if she tries.
There's no like stalling out their play defensively when you play Annie. There's only like she basically just plays like an Akali or a Sylas. There's only like fight and go all in or just give. And
No
that could be, like, really
fucking
bad.
way! No way! Full comboed the Arn, didn't even break the fucking Rooker.
Wait, that is crazy. He has 4k HP on 2 items. Is that normal? How does he have 4,000
Ornn,
HP
yeah.
at 2 items? What?
Ornn be a tanky mans.
Like, how long is it going to take for Jin to kill the Ornn? Because Ornn legit has like barely any armor at all. But like, I think Jin could probably hit him for like 20 seconds straight and you wouldn't die.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
a team comp that clearly Masu has to be prioritized. Like, he has to be killed.
Get TF
Why?
played on Warren.
So you can deal
I
with
actually
my boy
didn't
on
even look
Warren.
at the fucking combo about why are we playing Jin Brum? Nah.
Wow, I didn't even notice that. Not even when I brought it up a few times earlier.
Did you though?
Yeah.
No.
You
I
never
think you were
listened
busy.
to me.
Wish I did.
Please don't fight. Don't fight. Here's third Drake. Here's Atacon as well.
On the spell book, so now he's gonna have that minute and 30 extra summoner spell cooldown that he can actually be swapped.
Wish Meteos was smart and handsome.
He'll have a heal, he'll have exhaust, he'll have something that is going to be really useful for his team.
And Shopify now are in full
Really
mode,
useful.
because they are so out-itemized at the moment, with all these members of FlyQuest having multiple item power spikes. They can
Yeah, Shopify kind of just got fucked in draft, I guess. I think with a comp like this, you really needed a snowball. But it seems like Fly has all of the tools. They have double global mid jungle. They have an Ornn completely fisting side lane. No one can match him and live. And any time that Shopify like leaves one guy alone inside, they're just getting dove. Okay, this could be a steal for... No, not even a try at a steal. Okay. Well, now Ornn's gonna ult. Ornn's gonna ult.
Just
Combo?
going in.
Ornn ulti.
He
Come
just-
on, let's get it.
B-Boy
Boy
isn't
just
still
took
using
it all.
stunts or what?
Nope. He somehow lives though.
What? Masu just walks away from that with flash too.
There's
Oh my
never been a
God.
more useless Annie.
I think they're all pretty equivalently
Oh my
dodgy.
dear, bro.
How is this champion getting picked? I don't get it.
Yeah, they get that bottom lane tier 2. They are
I don't know,
7K
man.
ahead now. They take the Otacon, and FlyQuest says, let's just fight. Even with Palafox getting onto Masu again here, they don't have the
Caps
juice.
apparently just won on Annie.
They need the full team onto him, and they can't make it happen.
Why did he sit this whole ass Verisol?
Get no
What
guns.
the
No
fuck?
guns. Get no guns.
Oh. Wait, the UI is actually bugged then. Like the
Yeah,
other
like
UI.
look at the UI right now. It shows he has no cleanse here.
Yeah. Okay. What the fuck? How is that UI bugged? That one's usually the accurate one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Nice flash by Masu there.
Meanwhile, we're looking like an NFL team just running through Shopify.
Bunch of linebackers.
Up into their own towers. Quad is starting.
I kind of also feel like Annie is just like a super situational pick, but like people tend to like jump the gun and say this is really OP or no, it's like really useless. But you know, I do think there are games where Annie can be really good.
Ooh.
Oh wow, Masu just kills. Oh,
All right, Annie's
Wow,
broken.
that
Annie's broken.
Fly is actually just throwing.
Yes,
Somehow.
sir.
Are they?
Yes, sir. They do be throwing.
They're
But one
legit all
might be
dead.
Thanos here. Like actually might be Thanos.
Yeah. What if he dies though? Maybe Braum doesn't tag?
They chase with like all
Oh, they're
their
dead.
spells here. Yeah, it's a big. Let's see here.
Nah, but what did fucking CEOs just block? What? What?
Wait, why are they going for the Alistair instead of the Ornn with a huge shutdown?
Because they can't kill Ornn. Even
Gotta
if they
get all
all
the
hit him right
kills.
there, they don't kill him.
Nope, they do. Here he is. Bleh.
Oh, wait, TP on his dogs? Wait, Naviri's broken.
Holy shit.
That was a lot of fucking gold they got.
That was a turbo throw.
Yeah, throwing is even more punishing than it has like ever has been. It was already pretty bad.
Maybe Shopify can try and
Jesus.
chain together comeback plays. That is always your hope when you get one.
Actually
kill
can't get
easy
quite a
from
read
other
on
ones. They want to
on
try
that
and
statement
force the
in the
problem
game,
is,
like the way bounties work now.
over to the teleport, so he'll have
Like I
the
know
right
gold
to
goes
justify
up
it,
on kills
and
over the game,
timer is actually gonna take
so you are getting
care
more
of
gold
quickly as we
when you
go
throw
into
later.
replay.
I mean, this is felt
Yeah.
like a little bit of overconfidence. You can see the
Well,
reduction
only
in
one team can have
trying to
bounties
keep
at a
Quad
time now.
alive. And then Masu's just standing
Yeah.
against both the solo laners here by himself. You know,
That
without-
was
haven't
not
been
like
quite sure how
honestly
to
that
feel on
relevant in
that.
pro play. Like usually what happens in pro play is like
all of a sudden, Inspired stuck on the side. You don't
a team
really
is
have any
5K
defense
up,
left.
and
It's
then
just
something like this
overconfidence,
happens, and
a little
it's
bit of fast and
way
loose
more
there
punishing
from
than it used to be
FlyQuest.
because like the objective bounties are like more valuable. At
I
least
think it's
at
good.
least the game feels more. It feels like there's more of a swing. And
I
comeback
think it
potential.
should be punishing if you throw while you're giga ahead.
Yeah.
It's so weird if you can just literally get fucking 5-0 aced and have no consequence.
Yeah, it was an overcommitment from
Yeah.
FlyQuest.
Still
Yeah.
look really
I
fucking
think there's like a
strong, though.
balance, right? Where it's just like, man, we're winning the whole game, then we throw once and it's GG. But yeah, I think they're just experimenting with that right now.
There's a reason he plays this champ every time he gets the opportunity to. Now he's got to jump back out of the Baron pit. The Dragon Soul for
Well, I actually did not know that. Pantheon's ult gives him percentage pen the same way Annie's does.
Yeah.
Thank you, chat. I did not know that.
The same way Annie's does?
Yeah, they changed her passive, or her Tibbers, so it gives her flat, not flat, percentage pen.
I didn't know that. I knew Pantheon did.
I do like that Popo actually went Redemption third.
That one's pretty new. That one is actually why she started getting picked a decent amount. Because now her damage is like stronger without Tibbers and being involved.
Up on top side still, but it's going to be very difficult for them to get in.
Okay, FlyQuest, they started to aggro the Drake, but now they're going to leave it. They don't want to split their attention. Inspired.
I also think the mage items helped a bit. You know, people in the beginning, they were playing like Proto Belts on Annie a bit. But all the mage items just kind of got buffed. I think Malignance and Ludens both got buffed. And then like Rod of Ages Seraphs got nerfed. So then like that super tanky mage build where everyone had like basically 0 damage but was unkillable. That build is like out of the meta. And that would have countered the fuck out of Annie.
CC heavy FlyQuest setup here. FlyQuest opts
Didn't Leandry
What
get
about
nerfed?
Galio?
in exchange to hopefully
Yeah, but this is the first time I've seen Annie go Leandries. Usually here they would just go like
hoping that the position will actually
fucking
make up
Proto Belt or Death Cap as like a filler item.
An exhaust now ready for Popo, so
I think this is the build
I-
that we've seen most of them do.
ready to go. And the Terminus
Really?
is done, which is going to
Oh,
be some
shit.
armor and Amara that's going to be stacking up for Masu, and he has a Ruby Crystal in
I think like Pobe goes
and I feel like that really is
Proto-
where the clock strikes 10. You know,
I want to say like Proto Belt, Ludens, Death Cap, Void, and those are his four items.
Sounds better to me.
So you have like that.
I feel
You have
like
like the mana item, and then you have that filler item that like is always kind of awkward to buy. Before that was Leandry's, but now it could be like Proto Belt. It's pretty good on Annie. And then you end up with like Death Cap, Void, Zonias.
Oh my.
Kind of like must-haves. What the fuck? He's in there.
The charge and Seos is the target. Continues disengaging here on the Braum, though, as the rest of Shopify has to scramble. Inspired looking for an opportunity as Busio using his heal there on the Alistar goes in for the engage, and now
holy
flash
fuck,
combo.
that's a
Oh
fat
my
as
God,
fucking
this combo
gauge.
was insane.
Bye-bye.
Yo,
Wow.
that was the biggest gangbang.
Yep.
That was crazy. How fast, dude. Buzio's been engaging really well this whole game. The fuck?
Yeah.
Flash combo over the wall, Galio ulti instantly, instant Ornn ulti, Panth ult. Everyone just sends everything, and 3 people. I think like 1 person flashed onto his teammates, kind of like a panic flash, and then they just got triple womboed.
Panty flash?
19-6. They're gonna slam
Wow.
game 1 and start this series off with a win.
Okay,
Jesus.
We're going
All right, I'm gonna get Blade on Ornn. I'm pretty sure this champ is broken.
It's gonna be a
No way Tanks should be doing that much damage. I feel the exact same way about Sion.
Tanks should do no damage.
Sure.
Tanks should do some, but I feel like Ornn and Sion are like different. I don't know why they do that much.
Welcome back to the last.
Come on, show me the replay, yeah.
Beefcake versus
Nope.
Burst. I feel like Beefcake won.
Yeah, certainly did.
By a lot. I was like, I remember this draft, and it ended up being one champion off of a draft Gen G ran against T1 in game 2, but we have some champions.
We're gonna add to the board.
Yeah.
Add to it a little bit.
I drew an Ornn. There we go.
Oh,
Brad, you did some art too.
Okay, I did Galio. You can rate which
Just every champ they play.
Throw this in there. It's a mid lane.
Vladimir's in there.
have a Galio up there.
Yeah, but it's a Galio mid.
All right.
So maybe it fits, maybe it doesn't. It's going to be a tight one.
All right,
If you look at 'em,
I vote for Emily's
Galio man.
Beautiful.
Rad's got the zoom. Anyway, we have some comms from we have some comms from the final fight in that game. Let's take a listen.
Wait, they're showing the final fight?
Playing provision. Just take mid, yeah. We're just taking red, okay? Yeah, take lane. I can say mid.
Uzio.
I'm going in. Yeah. Biggie.
I'm fighting
Oh,
Oh
Damn.
my god.
play for vision. I'm going in.
Destruction theory.
Don't have to pull Nash. You can just click.
Knock, knock, knock.
As pretty as that
Alistair
was,
Orn
don't take
Galio.
damage. And this game was over before it was over. Like, technically at this
That was a
stage,
very
right
interesting
now,
game to
under
pick
20
Jin.
minutes, it's 9 kills to 1. It's only a 4,000
And to
gold
go,
lead, but
dude,
follow
nah,
me here,
I
Vegas. I need to do
just
some math. Pull up
I'm
your phone.
confused.
I got it up. Whippo's magic resist after getting poked by Annie.
Dog shit
and
draft
his
indeed. You are
actual
correct,
setup is
sir.
312 MR. Which means he takes
Might have been tough
76%
with this first
reduced
3 though. I mean, they did go Jin Braum before 5, but like if you really wanted to kill all these tanks, you had to pick
They
some
picked
sort of
Gen
shredder.
3.
The W does 413, and the
I'm scrolling through the preview of the VOD.
It's 1188.
It was Rumble, Neferi, Jin.
Oh, it was on 3, huh? Rumble, Neferi, Jin, and then they picked Annie Braum later.
Yeah.
Full combo from Annie.
Okay, that's an interesting game
It
to
was
play Annie
Braum
in.
last pick.
Yeah.
I guess
The,
it's an
the
answer
Braum,
to
whatever.
Orn,
Honestly, the
but
Braum, it almost makes sense against Orn that you can like neutralize his ult and you can like
yeah,
be
it does fuck Orn, yeah.
Yeah. But I think that Annie was not smart then. You needed to pick a tank shredder and hope for late game.
Those items on the tanks, there was no way the burst was ever cutting through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was disgusting. And it
They
wasn't
actually had
just
like
the Ornn. I mean, like they were all
one of the
beating,
worst
right?
comps imaginable to play against all
It was
tanks.
disgusting, but
Yeah.
there's one thing we are all forgetting, all right? Every one of us is forgetting this one very fact. Cameraman, follow me. Okay? And it's just, we're going on a journey.
On the other hand, though, I think FlyQuest is like pretty promising that they can play stuff like this, where it's just like all about being proactive. It's all about just like making plays, global pressure, and they look good on it.
Whoa! And it's bonking, all right? He's bonking Shopify Rebellion, and he's going to be bonking anybody that even disagrees with him. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. This man is too damn wide.
My goodness. Okay, FlyQuest. That
What's up, chat? Hey, Ari. You see my dog? Is this going to be a quick 3-0? I think it might be. Let's do a lull duel, shall we?
That fuels me is international qualification. I think playing internationally is so fun, and it's a big way for me to improve. Knowing that we have to win the split to make MSI, it really fuels me to go all the way. I think the playoffs moment that sticks with me the most would be our series against TL. Our final series in spring split.
Female, not a solo laner, mana ranged.
In particular, but just throughout this that series, after the games had a lot of time to think about why we couldn't win and kind of like where my shortcomings were coming from, and I think that really helped me to be.
It's got to be a support.
More calculated for the future, realize what I need to improve on, how I need to improve on it, and kind of.
A female support came out before 2020.
What fuels you?
Not also played as a mid, or it would be orange.
All right,
Lulu.
back, everybody. It's time for game number 2.
Wait, not a human as well. Oh shit, a female support that came out in 2012. Shit. Who came out in... Is it Zyra?
But then afterwards they follow it up with a 3-second 100-0 team
Fuck.
fight and redeem themselves pretty handedly.
Yeah,
Wait,
absolutely.
not a
Likewise,
human?
looking very, very good. I did think, you know, Shopify had
Not a
some
human,
moments,
not a
and
Yordle.
From contracts was nice. But
Man.
something I was talking about with Kobe in between the games was I just feel like when you are the underdogs, you want to make sure that your team
I don't remember
has
all the
agency, that you're
champs.
drafting for
What
some of that
supports are
agency.
there?
And I feel like it was very tough to have Palafox basically
It's an
be your
old
only
one.
real
It's not
engage,
Janna,
right? It's so easy to
Lulu.
mark that, and you're allowing FlyQuest then to choose when and where you fight throughout the entire game. FlyQuest could basically engage on anyone because they're all squishy except for the Braum, and at any time because they have so many engage buttons, so many go buttons. So I want to see,
I don't know. I need to see a
from
champion
Shopify
list.
drafting more forms of engage, being able to give them the agency to punish FlyQuest if they actually make a mistake.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That was a rough problem.
I'm looking at
especially
champion
everyone
list.
versus
It's not
FlyQuest that are
cheating.
So good at choosing those moments.
Yep.
Inspired and Whippo,
I picked
basically,
Jhin,
they got to take away
so my support
any
can pick
opportunity
Braum,
from Shopify 'cause they
so we can never proc the stun,
they would put
so we
pressure
can
on
lose
Rumble or
instantly.
pressure on Rumble before the Annie or Rumble
I picked
Support.
Jhin.
trap themselves, you know, taking away their flash,
I rush IE.
2012. This was
it seems
season
like if you
2.
give the reins over to Inspired,
Go ahead and get
I
it,
throw
bro.
the game.
the whole game from start to finish.
Get with those reins.
I'm not looking at chat.
Draft here for the second game. We've got the
What
Nico,
region could it
the
be?
Cassiopeia, and the
Demacia?
Gwen all
It's
banned
not
out.
Lux,
Shopify
right?
target banning towards quad again with that Cassio, like we talked about in game
No,
number
she's
1.
human.
Over on the other side, this is also a consistent
It's not
target
Demacia,
ban
Bandle City,
everybody does
Noxus,
against
Shurima,
Shopify. It's
Ishtal,
Yone. Now, obviously, it feels less
Ionia.
flavored for the team because Yone is a
Karma.
meta champion in general, but
It's
also
Karma.
the champion that Palafox has his most
No,
pop-off
it's not.
games on. It remains banned. Doesn't matter what side
Nam-
of
wait, it's
FlyQuest is on,
Nami?
they do not want the Weeaboo
She came out in 2012?
terrorizing the mid lane.
And it is interesting also that Cassio
Okay, I
did
would not have
join
thought
ban
that. What the
list
fuck?
in Game 2, it made it through the picks and bans in game number 1, but Quad obviously getting targeted by that a lot.
Huh?
We have
Nah. Are you kidding?
Like that from Whippo getting banned out just yet, but that has been drawing a lot of attention. And as we get further and
This
further
is
into
a
the series,
terrible
I do
lull
think that's
duel.
going to become more and more of a possibility. So I'm excited to see where Whippo takes us.
All right, well, we're
But,
going to the
what?
Azir first and
It's
foremost
just-
here
it's
for
just
Shopify.
guess.
Remember that in game number 1, this was banned out from their side.
Okay.
They were playing on the red side, so no option
Wow.
for anybody to take that. But when Azir is
Great
there,
fucking
so
quote,
is
I think.
then Talia. These two are practically a pair. Whenever one is drafted and the other's up, you just see it locked in immediately.
And I really like
That's
the
not Actions
Talia
Q?
side of it. Of course, Pantheon and
Shyvana?
Vayne both banned, one because Fearless and one because the actual bans.
Okay.
And those point and click setups are like incredibly OP with the champ.
Jesus,
but
the
he's
splash.
still very, very good with any other fighting AD jungle anyway.
Wow, 3 things for Jin. Sad.
And give you those options for controlling the map.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you can obviously
Can't
get a lot of
tell.
that setup from support. Obviously, it's not about that jungle 2v2 pairing, but Leona and Nautilus and all these types of champions can work
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
alongside it.
Meanwhile, this
Some
is kind
Dark
of
Star
like a
shit?
self-counter, really, because a lot of people actually like playing Conqueror Xin Cao into Skarner.
Oh, is it
Contract
Mord?
is clearly picking for the team to have really big frontline and have really big, CC for Shopify. They have 100% option.
Okay, that
this
quote
time
was
we're
fucking
gonna go
criminal.
straightforward team fight. We are going straightforward team fight, front to back. So there you go.
And Ezreal as well, right? It's like we are scaling, we are playing for 5v5. One thing
That was
I will
a
say is I feel like
that was
Shopify
a
does
dog
their
shit
best
lol.
when
I'm gonna be
is
real.
being aggressive and is being able to actually create action, because I feel like he is the guy that does it, right? Like he is the guy that starts fights. He is the guy that
15-3 or 14-3 when they picked it.
Really hard to do that on Skarner.
Jesus.
Slow pick already, and
It was ridiculous.
so we'll see, can they
And they still managed to lose with it, even though Jin Braum is the power duo.
Senna would be pretty exciting. We are going to get Senna, so I think it's going to be.
We're talking about how OP Braum is?
Since the patch changes,
Yes.
Yeah, especially with Jin. He's got 4 bullets and you need 4 autos to proc stun. It's just perfect.
Do you ever go Halo Blades, Jin, in that combo specifically?
To proc the stun faster? Yeah, maybe you should.
Yeah, you probably should. Probably
That
honestly, if
sounds
you play like
genius.
Lucian Braum, you might want to just go Halo Blade so you can proc stun.
Halo Blades Lucian would go fucking crazy.
Yeah, that
Have
sounds
either you guys
super
been watching
broken.
Peekaboo play League?
No, I have not. I usually
He's
stream
been
it over him,
spamming
but
Lucian.
A little bit.
Lucian is kind of broken right now.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's kind of broken. I don't know. I don't know what exactly happened.
They buffed his W.
Yo, did you guys play
But-
LOL today?
I think it's kind of insignificant. No.
No, I did not.
It's some bullshit.
Some
Yeah,
bull.
well, like, you just couldn't handle the pressure.
Play it, and you'll know what I mean. I don't want to spoil it.
Don't hashtag spoil. You know what else is broken though? Senna. Senna is absolutely crazy. I love the Senna Leo. What are they gonna answer with? Don't go Rel, you dummy. Go Leo. Yeah. Love that. No cleanse value on enemy team right now.
Don't go Rel.
Like, everything's in here is bullshit or what?
No, you'll know when you see it. I'm not going to spoil it.
Kind of does that also. And if you have Olaf popping ult, basically gets to run through Skarners. And if you are planning,
it's not fun.
Yeah, exactly. Not fun for the Skarner because Skarner really can't do anything.
I'm kind of surprised. I kind of felt like Rel into Ezreal Azir is a bad time, right? Like they.
If you're watching him in solo queue, he'll play it on stream. He does like it in some of these different melee matchups. But it's just interesting, is it just compositional, or
They have a lot of ways of getting out of your stuff or pushing you out of your ult.
Ezreal Leona is the classic. You Leona ult into Ez ult.
Yeah, the thing about the Shopify draft, there's
Whoa.
Yorick blind is crazy.
Blind Yorick. Now I know, Azale, that you have specifically
All right,
said before,
Bwipo's licking
Yorick
his
is a
lips.
champion that you pick for certain matchups.
So okay,
He's gonna know all the bullshit.
Aurelia is legitimately unplayable. Like, you summon your ghouls and they all just get instantly one-shot and stack or passive. Another matchup that I think he would play is something like the Scion. Scion is quite good.
No, you can't go Mord
You
here.
can actually ult them, and the Maiden does go into the ult, but the ghouls do not. So that's one of the interactions that people like. The cage also does not follow you into it. So if he throws that in the cage and he gets the ghouls on you, you ult him. The Maiden will follow, but the rest will not. But there are some specific matchups.
I thought
like
this shit doesn't work anymore. I thought main or York's bullshit follows into the death realm now.
Zale says the Maiden does what the ghouls don't, so.
Maybe Bwipo wasn't as comfortable going to some of the other matchups. But things like Scion can be really powerful simply because you're getting full HP stacking from the Soul Furnace off of the ghouls. So I am very
So what's the
surprised
Senna
to
build
see
now?
a Yorick blind.
Walk us through
I
it.
do wonder, is Fudge partially
Static
playing
Cleaver
forward
RFC
by
IE.
saying, you know,
Static, good rush, real cheap. Senna's problem is wave clear. I was trying like a mana item, so like Mana Immune and Reaver, so that you could like clear waves. But Static is a way for you to clear waves without spending any mana. Also, the stats are good, right? Move speed, attack speed, AD, it's all good. Yeah, the bad interaction with static, like fun fact, is like when you hit a soul, it consumes your static, which is pretty stupid.
Wait, what?
Sounds awful. Yeah, because like when you're attacking something, but just the soul collecting happens after you kill the wave, so it naturally doesn't really matter that much. But sometimes it's like a soul spawns, you hit it, you're like, fuck, my static's on CD now.
That sounds like a bug.
Yeah, maybe. Static Cleaver just is a good 2-item spike. Like I think Cleaver is more of like a fill item, where it just gives you all stats that you want: HP, haste, AD, and move speed. And then Sen also stacks Cleaver really fast.
Do you like that over Shojin?
Yeah, I like it over Shojin. I mean, think about the damage difference between Shojin and Cleaver. At the point where you're stacking Cleaver on people, it's 30% pen for your whole team. And it stacks fast as fuck, so that's what you're missing.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it from like the jungler POV, where you might, like as an AD carry, you might want to get a big pin item later, like a Lord Dom or something.
Yeah, you might want to get a Lord. Yeah, that's fair. I think when you get to the point where you would have won one of the Lord Doms, which is like super late game, right? I think the game's already over because you're already like so scaled with Senna. I feel like if the game goes like 20 to 25 minutes and Senna hasn't died and has been like farming souls, she's kind of like the best AD right now.
Really?
I feel like she's stronger than Chris, stronger than Jinx. She's just so OP.
You know where the Scorpion's going to be, not only just for the start, but for the full clear first time around.
Let's see it then.
She's just disgusting.
Yo, I thought laners couldn't leash or they instantly lose the game.
And so you really are about team fights and about
Thoughts?
making picks for your team.
And you see Bwipo inspired a pretty heavy leash here to
Well,
try to accelerate him, try to get him ahead.
Don't listen to what Big Pharma top lane has to say.
This is going to mean he's going to lose the shove, but you're probably going to
All right, I guess I'll have double if leash me every game now.
This matchup is very heavily.
Is this the new skin?
About, as the York trying to whittle down.
Is it? Yeah, it looks like it.
Constantly
this is $250.
Mordekaiser has a pretty easy gameplay pattern to kind of.
I got Meteos's bullshit thing.
Did you get it right?
Not well, because you said it was bullshit. I recognized it, but fucking I didn't get it right now.
Yeah.
He levels the W, and you're just gonna do that over and over and over.
I don't know who the fuck said that.
Bit of a fight of just kind of how many of those E's can you hit? You gotta hit them nonstop if you.
There's also something very stupid going on where, like, when you clear mid fast enough and then you follow your jungler around. I actually forgot about this, but every soul you pick up gives you 8 gold. So you just kind of like farm mid and then you run around with your jungler and you farm like 5, 10 souls every single full clear they do, and it's like just gold out of nowhere.
Money.
Like, that might be an oversight. I'm not sure.
And especially in this matchup, because Xin Zhao just gets to run Scar.
How does Hurricane
like,
work on Senna? Will you AoE steal souls in team fights?
And it's kind of a synergy like we saw in the first
Yes,
game.
you will. Hurricane's pretty good. It also triples the Q CD reduction, so you get 3 seconds off instead of 1 per auto. But I think Rapid Fire is better in a real game.
Wait, is this Son Uzal?
We had some new ones added to the list.
Mordekaiser?
He doesn't listen either. What the fuck's happening?
I was playing the Waddle, dude.
Look going on top lane. They both pulled.
You told me to play the Waddle.
They really have been so flexible, and that's why I've been so excited.
Oh, he's gonna die?
Shit.
Nope, he's not gonna die.
If Bwipo's as good as Sneaky, he gets a pin in this game.
Pentakill, Sneaky Castro, 4
Who's
bot.
tanking?
Uzio. Is that worth it? Send 4 bot for the support kill?
To get his CC while tanking the tower and just walking out of danger there. It seems so calm and collected.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
Every time they make these early game decisions, kind of executing with precision. Nicely.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say no since Masu's getting fucked here.
from mid lane on the Talia, the extra person does make
What's the question?
Yeah, it really does. I mean, that was just
Is that worth it to send 4 bot to kill support?
No danger for them whatsoever. You can see again, Boostio positions on
No.
the left of the tower
Indeed.
to get the Shattering Strike, and then W
Correct.
away from the tower. So he picks up the range, he walks out to max range here. They hit the W from the center, they hit the seismic shove. Everything connects guaranteed. Boostio
I still got one auto off.
Beautifully played dive.
One auto for the whole dive.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's funny.
Yeah, it's shocking how often people will fuck a dive like that up. When most of the time in dives you can be really patient like that and it's super clean, but like I guarantee you try this in solo queue and someone other than Boostio just like randomly fucking hits him and starts to dive with aggro on the wrong guy, and then it's all cursed.
Yeah, I mean it's even down to, you know, letting the tower shot go on a minion first so that you have like the max amount of time between shots. And they did everything right there. It was so good.
Against Bwipo himself. So it'll be nice to see how he does on this. This is his first ever York game in pro play, and he's busting it out against the York guy himself.
What's the perfect time to start tanking? Is it right as the turret shot comes out?
For some easy cages, and so maybe they will get a reset.
Yes.
On a minion, yeah.
But wow, that reaction from Masu was very impressive.
Guess what? It's
like
not
very, very impressive. Jeez.
He is definitely going to be able to have the ultimate, and so does make those opportunities to try and punish flashes fairly small windows, and you really
just think about the worst time to start a dive. It's right as the tower's about to hit something, you take aggro and you just instantly take a shot. That'd be terrible. So yeah, I mean, you don't have to be perfect, but you just don't want it to be like that.
Oh wow, he's stunned.
Fuck, that was a crazy drift. Quad just dies here.
5?
No.
Oh my god.
He does not just die here. Inspired is now in danger. Has flash.
Wow.
And they get out.
Wow,
So
Buzio
awkward.
actually just walked away.
Tragic to see it. And why did Palafox hold on the ult? Just use it on Quad and kill him for free right off the bat. And instead, he holds the ult for so long here that the CC expires. Quad gets away. Maybe he was just worried about him and being able to reactively flash, but I feel like he could just go in and spend the ult.
I guess Quad didn't know that E doesn't affect Skarner's E. He like put down the rocks like it was.
And it's not easy to do versus a Talia. He gets right over there.
I don't actually know what he was thinking there.
Margins of health that they just barely don't get kills out. Boostio as well.
Buzio still has flash here. Like the patience was kind of insane that he just like didn't use. And then here, if B-Boy goes for Q flash, Buzio flashes, and he knows that it would be bad.
B-Boy would have to, you'd have to Q flash and predict where Boostio is going to flash.
Yeah.
Double if it would kill him there.
Yeah, for sure. Masu is going Shiv.
Or Kraken.
Why are you buying Shiv?
It's so tough when you lose a fight like that, where it is, one hit of damage, then you go to the next fight, and now you're down.
Do they buff it, or it's the same dog shit?
Well, it's for the wave clear.
It's literally just for the wave clear, yeah. It's also just a very cheap fill item that like Senna needs, because I was experimenting with Reaver so that I could like actually just keep spamming my Q on the wave so I could like push and move for souls. Because if you can't kill the wave, you're like depressed as fuck. You're not farming any souls with your jungler. You're never moving around. You're just constantly on your turret. And I was like, Manamune and Reaver have got to be like necessary, but turns out no.
Both are just one.
You literally just don't use abilities on the wave, and you just go static ship and then you run around.
Actually,
quite interesting playstyle.
Like the highest wave clear.
Yeah, I think so. Or at the very least, it's the strongest you can be while having decent wave clear, because Reaver feels like shit. You have no attack speed.
What about BT SS Reaver, Senna?
Thinking about it. Oh, Senna got. Wow, that
one for one.
Good. 1 for 1 though. But Seos dies.
as Inspired and B-Boy now also running into the jungle as Inspired chases him away.
Do you guys know Skarner's ult can only ever grab 3 people?
Yep. We talked about that.
Did you know though?
We did talk about it, yeah. Oh my god, the Maiden. Oh
The
no.
Maiden. The Maiden. Blade was telling me something crazy about the Maiden, which is if you accidentally click your R twice, it gets sent down the lane. You
And
can't
you're
control it
down the
anymore.
lane. Yep.
So you should just pretty much never send. You should never click your R twice.
Disable the R key.
Yep.
Like, why is that even a thing? Like, why can you, like, do you just get locked out of controlling Maiden after you click it twice? How is that a good idea?
You tell her to run it down mid.
As they see the Azir coming, they're like, let's go left side, let's go left side.
That's ulti.
Yeah, you've immediately got
Oh,
he still got him stuck in the death realm.
he dodged the Q.
Oh, that's a
Okay.
bummer, man. That was so close. Flippo, no.
That last Q didn't hit. I don't know if it would have been enough, but it would have been damn close onto Fudge. Contracts gets there first, though, and that was a lot spent by Blippo. Uses the ulti, uses the flash.
Morse Q is so easy to sidestep, I feel like. When you're in the death realm and you're just like juking back and forth, it legit feels like a fucking coin flip whether or not it's going to hit you.
As well as Busio to try and get some money off this tower, and maybe, even though the ward was seen, the minions
Definitely ain't free for ward.
Palafox knows I'm going to hug down here on the other side. Could be some extra pressure there from a leak from mid, and so no dive, just going to be turret play on the other.
Yeah, we can watch this one more time. So he hits the E, and he just pops the ulti.
Boom. 50 ghouls. He ults to get the ghouls off him. Now he's in this fucking cage, but Q flashes over. I do think this Q hit. I do think this Q kills. Because an isolated Q, it's definitely going to kill.
It's not close. He's dead as fuck.
That was really, really close, but good
Then why'd he live?
The movement, because he dodged.
From contracts to come and feel.
Yeah, good stuff there. I mean, Fudge talked about how he got a lot of extra confidence in these last couple of weeks, and that is a critical play that you need to have happen to keep the hope here alive for Shopify, because the way that game number 1 went and the way that this game is starting to slip away from them, they need some area to be able to rely on for pressure later on.
Kind of feeling like
can be that lane of pressure.
I mean, York from ahead is
Rylai's might be it for the second item on Azir.
You have no pressure on the map for a couple minutes,
Really?
and you're down in gold to where you can't actually win the 1v1. If he gets
After
an early
Leander's
kill,
nerf?
they can pressure.
Yeah, they nerfed Leander's. Cheap as fuck. Cheap item, good stats for him.
Holy fuck, that's a huge
Alive?
shield. Bro's max.
He's gonna get dove.
For now, the teleport comes in, round 2.
Yes.
Well, it was also Senna as well.
God.
Wow, they sent the entire fucking squad to kill him. Is this
Mord's
big
looking
question?
good.
Is that actually worth it when you're just going overloading aside? Maybe, yeah. Actually, maybe it is worth it. They're getting a full turret here with grubs. It's actually huge. Ooh.
It might be a bit of an overcommit. I don't know. Do they need a Azir? I feel like if they could have done that with one less person, it would have been really good.
Yeah, but Fudge actually covers the opposite side with TP as well, so they made that worth. And they definitely thought about, okay, well, after we make this play, we're going to take turret TP to the opposite side. Very good.
Yeah.
And Shopify are just sending everything at Blippo to put him down.
It definitely is a good look. Shopify being proactive this game. They know they cannot sit back and let FlyQuest determine all of the early plays, so they do force it on their own.
Don't touch Maiden.
All right, Fudge chasing after Quad here.
Oh my.
Cage at the very end. Quad does not have a lot of mana to fight with. Fudge continues
Wait.
looking
Oh
What?
my god.
Nah, Quad is just trolling. He's just trolling. What?
huge moves from Fudge.
Holy
What
shit.
the fuck was that?
I mean,
He legit wanted to die. Unless his flash
I
wasn't
don't
up.
know, man.
I'm pretty sure he
It's
was
actually-
guaranteed dead there no matter what.
No?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's dead.
Okay.
There's nothing he could have done, bro.
I see.
He couldn't have flashed out earlier. He just did.
After seeing that first Q hit him in the cage, I think you fucking start screaming.
The ghouls are going to come. The ghouls are going to jump. And so he flashes. The ghouls just jump after him and finish off the kill anyway. And we have the Maiden
That's
now.
actually kind of cringe that he just flashes after getting hit by E, but
Maybe
I think
didn't
like,
he
like
think all
this
the
Q
Qs were
hits
dead?
you. Look at that damage. You're just
Where
like,
did he
York
get
is
another ghoul
definitely a
from?
knowledge check. Like
Where did he
here,
get another
like
ghoul
is-
from?
right
Oh,
there.
one just randomly spawned out of his ass.
Like, why is he taking that Q?
Ah! Why did a ghoul
Yeah.
just spawn? Why did a ghoul materialize there?
Too. His earlier ones onto Bwippo, you know,
I
forcing
think the
clash,
maiden summons him, no?
evading a lot of
I don't
danger.
fucking know.
That one very offensive. Now,
I mean, the grave disappeared.
just fine. Ezreal in mid lane. Very difficult to engage on, but FlyQuest are refocusing on the dragons.
The Q spawns graves if it hits champs. Really?
Yeah, see,
You sure about that?
Not even
Are you
quite.
confident on that, buddy?
Damn, Shopify made an insane swing in the last couple minutes. Like just getting top, that was like 5 plates, full turret. Then they went bot solo kill, got the full turret there as well. They're getting top tier 2, but he's not going to actually get it.
And then they're going to have this kind of tempo on the
Dead.
map where everyone's committing. We'll see if they can get him with Talia, though.
Yeah, Bwippo immediately
The
going
fuck?
in Palafox here. The Sun Disc summoned up to try to protect the Emperor as Bwippo may have gone a little bit too far. Palafox still staying alive.
Okay.
Just dancing circles
There's
around
5 people here.
5
Oh, dang.
people gangbanging him.
the team. The shutdown comes through.
552 gold, but look where York is. Look at the state of the map here. Someone's TPing out, and now Shopify is going to go in.
Ooh, wait,
Boom,
Shopify's kind of
boom, boom.
owning.
Sir, wait, what? Oh, they're losing. Master's too big.
Yeah, Senna's crazy strong there. There's nothing they can do.
Now he's going to try to put on some pressure onto this tower as well. You can see he took more than half of the HP off of
is
that bottom lane
broken,
tier 2.
bruh.
The top lane tier 2 is also softened up. So now you're one demolished proc away.
All right, let's see here.
Either of those side lane tier 2s.
The swing just kind of swung back a bit. It was 1.5k up for Shopify. That was like an 800 gold play.
This York is going to be a problem.
The split push hope is alive. Here's Palafox going for the fight with Bwippo.
I thought Bwippo might have been trolling here, but look, it was just a big
That
bait
is
with
your
his
turret
shield.
Z DPS.
Yeah, why is that? I thought his ear turret was, you know, really strong, but it looks like it's tickling right now.
Did it not get the buffs that the other turrets got?
We can win. Focus card and we'll win.
I don't think so.
So that was comms for the second half of it once the counter kill came in, and that one did end up being another kill over. Traded towards the very end, but we are in a really, really scrappy one here. FlyQuest kind of clawing back some extra gold in these, and they still have those dragons to rely on, so quite dangerous yet.
Whoa, Palafox is going Shadow Flame, second item.
But it's about a 2,000 individual gold
That
lead for Fudge, which
is an
means the
interesting
rest of the
choice.
team is 1,000 gold behind. That means that if there's any fight,
Yeah, he's going to be very squishy. I'll say that. Shadow Flame gives no HP, right? I think it used to, but it doesn't anymore.
No. EP and
It
pin.
does not.
Yeah, what a strange. Usually he wanted to like probably get an item to be a little tankier, but he'll do a lot of damage if he's left unchecked. He'll do a ton of damage.
He's going towards an IE second.
Another turret already.
Just to try to alleviate some of the wave clear issues that the AD carry Senate does have. And then when you get that IE, you really
Damn, Master's going IE second. I do not love that.
They want to knock down these tier 2s. It's
I feel
such a
like
big injection of gold
Senna's
that they become a really
one of her
important
biggest
objective
sort of like
for both
contributions to the game is just like spam heals and roots. So I think it's good to get haste, but he's going for more of like the big damage, big crits. Whoa. B-Boy has to E out. Doesn't have to flash though. Lucky him.
Oh.
Oh, a lot of whiffs there. Jesus. Buzio with a whiffed Q.
I think he was like trying to bait them to go on him and then ult as a response, but
yeah,
did not quite go that way.
But again, they're whittling away at these towers. They have not actually dropped on the
Whoops.
tier 2s on the sides or the mid one, but very close to a lot of.
At least it didn't turn into a full-on engage.
Okay.
Hey, get off the maiden.
How is Bwippo even taking this fight? He's going to lose solo to the maiden.
He's getting actually shit on.
That was an insane flex
Yeah.
by Bwippo. I really feel like Fudge could have walked him down and got him to flash at the very least, or even killed him. But Fudge is like, there's no way this guy's playing like this unless his team's around.
as FlyQuest are still trying to defend here.
Holy shit, there are a lot of Merc Treads in this game. FlyQuest has 4 Merc Treads, and Shopify has 3.
Damn.
Slowly but surely,
Boots.
disappearing over time for FlyQuest.
I mean, that is the other side of when you overload one side of the map, right? If you're saying, okay, we're going to send 4 here, we're going to keep attacking Bwipo, and we're going to keep trying to get Fudge ahead. Well, you're going to be dropping minions. You're going to be dropping camps to be able to make that happen. So FlyQuest are just playing efficiently, playing on 3 lanes. They will be slowly but surely closing that gap. And they don't need to be able to kill Fudge in a 1v1. They just need to stop him from progressing the game.
Who got?
That really is the goal here.
Harold?
Bwipo, just hold strong at a tower, try to defend those tier 2s. Don't allow
Shopify did.
They can just show up to a
Contracts
Garner
used in
used
mid.
Okay. So next objective is feats.
Then they can continue to stack dragons, and you get to try and.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Whoever
like
gets it.
this part of the game can be really crazy because like Drake, Atacon spawning, and they're like 1 inch from each other. It feels really important that you have to contest them on this. This is definitely never, like after this 20 minutes, there's never really a point where you can just be like, yeah, we'll just go trade because it's just so bad. Even if you get top tier 1 or something, you're going to lose 2 big objectives. So you have to be here. Basically, they have to be here, and it's crazy that they're not because Shopify can just do this right now. They can just do it. Why are they not responding? Why are they not moving? Move!
They don't give a
Why are they
fuck.
keeping top? They're going to lose Atacon. Hello?
Yeah,
They don't give a fuck.
Fudge is literally going to... Wow. I think FlyQuest made a huge mistake. How did they just let them just take 2 objectives with no trade?
So then, the teleport up towards
They're getting mid now, but it was pretty delayed.
Yeah, I think they just realized too late that Atacon spawned bot side. I don't know. I actually have no idea what they were thinking.
And bits of experience there for Shopify will be nice. Yeah, it's not like as powerful as the old get up 30 petals on the ground afterwards, but it's still quite nice. Plus the little on kill effect that you.
FlyQuest are all moving.
I don't know. Shopify's chances of winning this game now are like fucking like 90%. I feel like. Oh, Seos.
Wait, Fudge is kind of losing.
Yeah. Right now.
That's 3 kills. My God. What the hell? What even happened? I was looking at the Yorick dying.
Quad ditched the team to go kill the Yorick, and everyone got walked down by Shopify.
This Skarner's just murdering.
Wow. What the fuck? This game was like not winning that hard. I assumed Fly would start winning, but
Wait,
really weird
percentage
objective
scaling?
choices.
Look at the mini map as they move up.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
He's gonna have a critical flash. There's a controller in this rush, and so he is he actually gets a little bit of an extra bump there. And Palafox says, you know what? We're not letting Inspired get away. He goes in right after it. Masu even flashed as he goes down. So the fact that Shopify are able to win the rotation fight over, even though
All right, we got ourselves a real series.
on the Yorick, and they take down
I suppose.
Game 3 silver scrappes.
So much more. This
Game
is a
3.
huge swing in the game.
It is, and I mean, you saw how much they're having to actually.
You've been working out there?
Dude, Revan has the weirdest reactions.
The Revan cam is one of my favorites.
Revan is a top tier coach cam for sure.
He's a very animated.
He's just
coach.
being
And
silly.
now, Shopify Rebellion. We're
Yeah, I
not
mean,
messing
it's
around
fine,
with these little rinky
but it's
dink
weird.
1,000 gold leads anymore. That cute little
Weird,
thing.
huh?
Weird.
Like, yeah, we got a
Weird,
lead,
huh?
nobody cares. We're talking about
Weird.
1,500 gold ahead now.
Hey man, I think it's a little bit weird that you're being so negative about Revan right now. It's a little bit weird,
Fuck
champ.
Meteos.
Yeah, because they
Is
got
that
all the
being
kill
negative?
and they also got the tier 2
Yeah.
on top side.
That means you're being
And
negative
they
toward
get
me.
back out onto the map, push tier 2 on
No.
bottom side.
Yet,
Another bunch
'cause I
of
said
You
the
just
same
assume
thing.
my negativity.
Shopify
You're assuming my
comfort here.
negativity.
The war fund is
You think
going
that's
quite
funny?
well for them.
I will say one
No,
small
I
thing
think it's
that
very
did
serious.
look nice for FlyQuest in the last fight
Okay.
is
Meteos
we're
just
on
a
the same
piece of
page here.
shit. I'm figuring out.
The power of Conquer later on in the game, the power
Oh,
of being
yeah?
able to eliminate the ghouls from that
Mhm.
ulti. You know, Quad
Is that what
did
you
have to
think?
come to actually finish
It's
him
true.
off, but Bwipo was doing pretty well, and Bwipo right now is on 2 completed items. So
Dude, play Nasus in New York and stack your Q on his ghouls. Holy.
So if Bwipo could actually shut down Fudge
and then die to him anyway.
No, Vagar top in New York and fucking stack your shit off of goals. Hold on.
Especially if York has to team
Cooking.
without the maiden, even if you have a gold lead, your actual
Doesn't
effective
work.
power is a lot lower.
I don't know if that works. Yo, guys, what time are we at? I think you guys are slightly ahead of me.
26, 7, 8, 9, 30.
Oh shit! Oh shit! No, I always overshot it. Oh shit! Keep going. Keep going.
34,
Keep going.
35,
I'm almost there.
36,
Yeah.
37.
Yeah,
I'm here.
keep going. I'm gonna sink.
He's been digging those graves for a long time.
Oh, you're just sinking. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. We can watch together.
Where did the idea of even using a mace in the first place
It was
come
probably a stick with a rock on the
from? I
end of
think
it.
shovel came first.
I don't know.
Nothing one-shots the ghouls. Best pick is Aurelia since Q one-shots them. So TF played hard counters York. GG Weepy.
Yes.
Do you see the latest jungle tech, Meteos? Jungle Tryndamere?
Sounds really good.
It's a 305 full clear, and you go 8 camps into BF sword and rush you on tall.
8 camps
And
into
Shen is
BF
dead.
sword.
Yep.
Okay. Is it Freelo?
I don't know, but I'm gonna try that shit. Sounds pretty fun. Clear fast as fuck. Get BF sword.
Where's
first base.
Contracts? Why is he dead? What? Oh, he's in the ROM.
Yeah, it's like Z level clear, apparently.
And also Z level ganks.
Bro said Z level games.
Walk up, throw a shadow at him. They get spooked.
Shopify do push them off the map, even though the kills start.
Yeah, but
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
Okay, but the dragon.
Boostio's reactions since winning VCT have been crazy.
They don't have their smite. Palafox can kill this thing fairly quickly.
All right.
And that is
You can solo the Drake.
Did Sean Garris release his evidence yet?
Yeah. Evidence.zip. Look it up. Do your own research.
It's just obvious. He doesn't need evidence.
Oh, I see.
Look, for several hours now, I've been told the evidence, but I just don't feel comfortable releasing it right now.
I see. I see. The throwers are out to get you.
And are the match fixers in the room with us right now?
Wait, Meteos? Oh no.
Yep, it's me.
Oh god. Meteos has been controlling the VCT challenger throws this whole time.
I've been pulling the strings.
Making bazillions of dollars.
Nothing has actually made me believe though that like tier 2 would have the most like betting and everything than literally playing in tier 2. Like every single match that we play, win or lose, we will have people saying the most unhinged stuff in our chats and videos because they bet like $1,000 on our match for something to happen. It's crazy. And like you guys know how it was with like LCS, right? Like that happens.
Oh my.
Dude, what?
Oh my. Senna's really good. Holy
Damn,
shit.
Senna's
Wait,
actually looking
down.
broken.
Yeah, guys, maybe when you're
He's
not
fucking
3 levels
dead.
down, it's like more playable than this.
Damn! Senna
Jesus
might be the best
Christ.
carry in the game. We're at 25 minutes. That's what I've heard.
Oh my. Senna's so good you can make a B-Voy look good. God damn.
Already 80
All right, guys.
souls at
All
only
right, guys.
28 minutes.
Just watch me play Senna. I'm gonna have 120 souls, not 80 at 28 minutes. Nah, I mean Master doesn't know how to play it. It's all good. It's all good.
People are gonna shit talk me more if I play bad, but today we had nothing to lose. He already called me the worst player in the league.
What were you saying about
This was him talking about his
throwing or something?
He wanted to play with
No, I just like I didn't realize how much of a cesspool tier 2 like any game, any esport tier 2 is for just like betting. Right? Like it's actually like the backbone of the fucking community of tier 2. So
We were talking about this last week a bit.
yeah.
Maybe it would be because the challengers are more susceptible to being bought.
I'm definitely not saying that, oh man, match fixing happened and blah blah blah. But I do feel like betting is a bigger part of the culture of Tier 2 than it is in Tier 1. Tier 1 is about competition, being the best, kind of like the prestige of being the best team and everything like that. But like Tier 2, bro, I've never seen this many betting comments when I was playing LCS. And there was like 10 times more viewers.
You don't think it's like grown over time?
Maybe too. Yeah, maybe that too. Maybe that too, right?
That's what I would guess.
They are right back out onto the map. They have super deep vision.
'Cause I definitely do not recall anything about like people betting our games and me seeing like the backlash of a loss.
No, bro. You never seen that?
Not from what I've played, like my games.
Okay. I didn't see it that often, but I saw it like a here and there on Twitter and shit. Just like, you
how do you
like I lost like $100 because you couldn't get like 7 kills, or like, oh my god, I can't believe you guys do that. You guys fucking suck. Like,
yeah.
I parlayed on your match.
How do you even throw in Valo though? Like, is it not obvious as fuck if it's just like, oh, this guy's just missing every shot on purpose?
How are they going to
really it could be as simple as just mispositioning, making bad decisions. Like, the better you are at the game, the more subtle that you're going to make a throw. It could be like hitting a site that they stacked. It could be clearing angles that your team already cleared. So like wasting
just
time
underperformed.
around.
Oh my god,
like bad util usage, like knowing like, oh, they never play this angle, but like throwing your util there anyways and like giving away that you're gonna hit a site. There's just like a million ways. It doesn't have to be mechanical. It's not like you just stop moving your character and then whiff your shot.
Again, a huge seismic sub there from Quad. He's able to snipe Palafox as Palafox went in, used the flash, used the ulti. It does put a stop to it for now, and every time you put a stop to one of these barren pushes, does open up the question, like, how far do you have to go in the comeback here to fully neutralize? The Baron power play is actually negative in
I haven't watched this shit in 10 years. Did Lift win Worlds? Yes, I did. And I picked Vlad as my skin.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Sneaky picked Casio for his world skin. I got Vlad.
Yep.
Meteos picked Lee Sin.
The mages went crazy.
Holy shit.
Individual gold lead himself now. He's on 4 items. And slowly but surely, Senna is scaling up. 99
now we're just raking in the millions.
Obviously, if you have the IEs, you're well over 100%.
Now, Meteos would definitely pick Braum. There's no one he has a boner for. If jungle Braum was viable, Meteos would play it every game.
Actually true.
Wait, Meteos, maybe you should play jungle Taric. It's kind of like Braum, but like he can actually
the
clear
worst champ in the game.
Okay, my bad. I didn't know we were having bad takes today. Okay.
Dude, I'm not a special fan of Braum. I just recognize that he's so overpowered.
Oh, Pete.
I'm just seeing what's clear in front of my face. I see this level 10 under-leveled ass champion face check a full build team, presses E, not an ultimate by the way, and take no damage and walk out.
Dude, you literally have a Braum profile picture and be posting like Braum dance videos and shit on Twitter if you could. You're actually the biggest simp for Braum.
If
I would
could.
suck his dick.
Oh.
But I mean, he's just overpowered.
Okay.
Best
really good with
CC in
Gen
the
2.
game, no cooldown,
He's
invincible.
so good at peeling and he's so sexy. How could I not love him?
Yeah, I guess.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Holy fuck! Do you think Fudge is regretting picking Yorick now that he's enabled this Mordekaiser?
You're hoping that you can win, and if you can't win, you're hoping
Yeah.
that you don't die.
Now that he's just gotten checkmated by the Mord, I think it's over, yes.
Use it as a CC, right? If your team is better off in the
I mean, in Webo's defense, he did get ganked and cheesed.
Who's it better for? Probably FlyQuest.
Yeah, how are they going to actually do
By a dishonorable
finish this
jungler.
game?
He's so mobile. He's so long range. It's going to be a
Did
What
you
do
guys
they
see the T1 series last night?
very quickly.
No.
I did not. I still need to watch that.
Keeps going and going and going. Senate does eventually hit a point
It was
where
fucking
your
crazy.
Qs are so long range,
Was
your
there
ults are
one?
so long range that you can
Yeah,
just start
they played
chunking people
against
with Q autos,
Pyosik and
it becomes
Berserker.
really frustrating. Where Senate just kind
Oh,
of
the team that's like 12 losses
Berserker.
and 1 win.
They're like
That one?
They were like 1-14 or some shit.
1-14 now.
They somehow found a way to fucking lose from a huge lead.
Very rarely see enemy teams be able to find those opportunities for those angles on him to take him out early. But Shopify have already managed.
So Berserker was bringing down C9 the whole time.
Building Merc Sim?
You think Berserker's gonna hit up Jack and be like, "Hey, so you know what? I really miss North America."
He's like, at least when I was the best player on a bad team there, we like made top 3. Coming back. I think there's a hold on. Let's wait for this fight. Shopify just got free Baron basically. Fudge is getting caught.
Oh God.
Fudge is getting caught and counterpicked.
I don't even know. Is he dead?
No.
Nope.
Kill the maiden! Kill the maiden! Ooh,
where's the team, bro?
You're actually
the fuck?
Embarrassing. All right, minute 40 on Soul for Shopify.
Meteos' horny ass could never play Yorick.
What the? You just be gooning too hard?
The maiden's
Sneaky
too
still not telling us why he's late every single stream. Cannot come up with an explanation for where he is 5 minutes before the game start.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Thoughts?
Yeah, there's just no way that it's actually like an hour and a half before I normally get up. No. Like, it can't be the obvious explanation, no.
Yeah, and so the best I can do is showing up 15 minutes after it starts. There's no way to get any earlier.
Moving the time goalpost 5 minutes every time you mention it. Okay. 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, 15 minutes late.
You change the subject so aggressively that it's like not even
20
subtle.
minutes next.
It's not even subtle. What are you so like? What are you hiding? What are you so embarrassed of?
Has been critical so far for FlyQuest, but the Baron up minions, the super low HP on the turret.
Oh my God,
that damage was crazy, bro.
WQ.
W.
Ezreal like never even hits hard, but goddamn.
There with the Zenith Blade, but does not have the range to
I
land.
guess Ezreal's just outscaling the Senna.
You don't think you need like Cleaver on Senna or something? Like, I feel like the static's got to be a bait.
No, it's not. It's not. It's good.
It's
definitely not
way.
bad. I think like
that item is
straight
dog shit. Like
not
static
bad
as
on
an item is dog shit. I don't see how it would be viable in Senna.
Because you can't clear waves fast enough without some help. Like you need some assistance.
Okay, but like
to clear waves.
Vayne is worse, and static does not even help her.
All right, Titanic Hydra Senna.
So like, well, why would like I haven't played it, but like, why would static help Senna if it can't even help Vayne? You know what I mean?
I guess it's just the way that it works with your Q. That like Q and static kills the range, then you just focus the melees. You also spend like even longer on the wave because you need to pick up the souls after you're done.
Yeah.
So there's like super extended time. And then the thing that sucks about getting pushed in specifically on Senna is you don't get to farm the souls that die. Oh, hold on.
Oh, he gets the ult off. The thing that sucks though is if you pick up a soul when your static's off cooldown, it'll actually waste the proc.
What?
That's very smart.
What?
Oh, solo kill!
This series is done, dude. SR can't finish a game.
But you actually think that
totally
SR could lose? SR could lose.
I think they'll probably lose this game.
How? Senna
I don't know, dude. Look how fucking close this game is. Well, they're so fucking ahead. The game was over.
That was a thing of beauty from FlyQuest. So well played.
Oh, he ulted to get out of the fucking cage.
This team will not go down easily.
Damn.
The last pull in there on Fudge to bring him back into his own cage and get the kill. And they defend the inhibitor.
The inhibitor bot lane.
Then it does look like she has way better attack speed scaling now, though.
It's not good, not good, not good, not good.
Not good.
Oh, B-Boy? No, he's not caught, right?
B-Boy,
He's chilling.
Oh, that E by B-Boy
You baited
was
him?
legit insane.
Is Palafox gonna do something?
Wow, Quad's movement there was so beautiful.
No
Look at
Palafox!
way.
Palafox! How are you getting back there, dog?
Classic.
Let's not how we play late game 40 minutes.
Sweet, blissful dog shit, yes.
No, Palafox, please.
The inevitable... Wait, he died.
He sniped B-Boy.
Nah. Inevitable trash cans have come to play.
I mean, how the fuck does Shopify not win the other side of the fight when Azir is like solo baiting all of them to waste their time on him?
Yeah, that was
Palafox's
super
team
good
is
from
just
Azir.
letting him down. He made so much space, and his
Yeah,
team
the
doesn't
way
work
he
with it.
slid in while rooted and did 0 damage and died, that was fucking fantastic. Well played, man.
This is brutal. It's like one of those chess puzzles, but it's like trying to figure out how we can lose from this position instead. Everyone bought a
What's
QSF
the worst
for no
move
reason.
you can make? Checkmate yourself in one here.
Wait, actually, that might have been what Dr. Lupo was doing. He was trying to lose, but he just had the engine on backwards.
Wait, okay, let's watch Palafox here. What does he see?
Nah, you really don't
Okay,
want
so
to
he
fucking
didn't
look,
know
man.
where Senna was, and now he's here. He gets rooted from Fog, misses his E, gets Q flashed. Oh my!
Nah, but well played to Palafox.
But he had QSS for the root and he forgot to use it, so that's a bummer, right? That's actually just a bummer. He actually bought a QSS, but he's so not used to using that item. He could have.
Does he think it works on Mortal or?
Wait, why does he have that item, by the way?
Literally griefing.
That's the only ability in the game that he could use it on, and he didn't.
No, I actually was memeing like he's going Merc Sim because like there's no point to having QSS. They took out the Mortal interaction. Like you can't QSS Mortal.
I think he might think it works on Mortal. That's the only way.
I want to see him try it on Mortal.
That would be pretty funny.
Dude, fucking Whippo should ult him just to embarrass him.
Yeah.
Wait.
Hold on.
Whippo's fucked.
Oh, hey yo, Palafox flashes out. Big damage master. Let's see it.
Okay.
Oh,
maybe it's it. Maybe. Oh.
Holy Senna damage!
Nope.
Two-shotted!
Nope.
Oh, he got the
He
crab
blew
too.
up
He
the
got
crab.
the crab. No, he wins these. Senna wins these. Come on, Masu.
He's got a BT. Is he full build now? It's got to be. Losing with Cloud Soul. 2 Barons, Otacon, 40 Flowers. Well played.
Well played to this team. They minimized deaths. Played safe. Okay, let's see what starts. Inspired's in the mix. Contracts is in the mix. Inspired and Contracts kind of trade instantly and die. Whippo's getting nailed over the wall. Oh, now it's a 3v4. Now it's a 2v4. And
they
end
get
up
a Baron.
losing it anyways. Okay, I mean, Elder is in 50 seconds, and that's the only thing that matters right here, right now. You need everyone, all hands on deck. Everyone, just get to the Elder. Just get to the Elder. You got to be there first.
He sold
sold
QSS
QSS.
Gonna suck.
for
Genius. Cinema.
Cinema.
The boy genius.
He is healing for a ridiculous amount.
And you can't insta-kill him. He's got Guardian Angel now.
He sold static for GA.
Yeah, he did.
Damn, Senna's looking powerful here. No CDR.
But late game, she does become a nuke. Like, she
Yeah,
doesn't need
let's
to...
see it. Let's see the nuke.
Okay, yeah, watch her damage on the closest already. Fucking crazy, bro.
He's fucking up them wards.
Yo, Elder's up and there's only one minion. Are you guys being silly? Why don't... FlyQuest is gonna circle him like sharks here. Can't walk down mid. Can't be walking down mid. Here we go. Big fight. Clutch flashes out.
Whippo's in the middle of their team. No one's hitting him.
What the fuck? Wait, B-Boy hit him. Oh my god.
Contracts covering his retreat. Honestly, Shopify, it looked a little bit dicey.
Is this Mortskin really that cool?
The Elder Dragon is on the map though, so priority to get over to this
It
bottom half.
doesn't look very significant as a spectator here. I think playing it was probably feeling better, but he has some really cool ults. Like, we're not seeing the Death Realm at all.
That's true.
I mean, if they get Elder and no one can answer, though, Fudge can just end the game. So Whippo has to go top to try to answer this. So it's going to be a 4v4 for the Elder.
4v4. Okay. Contracts. Rooted.
What's going on here?
They got to regroup.
Wait,
Shopify's
kill
in a better
Inspired. What?
position here.
Inspired's so fucked.
No, maybe not.
He's
Alright.
going in.
He's in there.
He can just do that.
Palafox dead.
Oh,
Nice.
who's winning
He
this
weighs
fight?
1
Wait,
HP.
Nah.
Senna just
Nah,
solo
I'm
killed
done.
Ezreal. What?
Did you see how fast he killed Ezreal there?
Nah.
Did you see how fast that happened?
Why is it split screen watching Yorick far mid? Show me the fight.
Nah. Nah.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. It's game here.
How did
it's
Spotify
game.
lose
I think
that?
they end. I think they 100%.
What,
Oh, he's gonna kill him here.
contracts?
Kill. Woo! He's actually dead.
What the fuck, bro?
Dead?
Oh.
What the fuck was he doing?
Quad,
Wow.
no.
Wait,
Quad,
maybe they don't end, actually.
Dude, what? He got shit on.
And completely suplexed it.
That kill though might have just
They
saved
only have Elder on these three. I don't know if they can even end.
All right. I'm watching
Dude.
Palafox's fight. What does he
Yeah,
do?
but like,
Matthew
Palafox is a
does
fucking criminal, man.
W auto, boom, instantly. B-Boy QS is too fast on the route, and he's like,
Palafox is legit a criminal.
He did literally no damage this fight.
He is selling the fuck out of this game. Can we investigate him?
well, that's actually Sean Gears. He'll be
Like,
releasing
oops,
it
I bought a QSS. Oops. Oh my god, I forgot about the Mord interaction. Oh, I'm so silly. Oops, I slid into Senna into their whole team and didn't do anything. My bad, guys. Oops. Oh, the game-changing Elder fight. Oh my god, I just didn't push any buttons. My bad. Sorry. Oops. I'm dog shit. My bad, guys.
How do you really feel?
Wow, you're actually a Palafox hater.
He's a clown right now, dude. He's literally the whole reason they're fucking losing.
You're doing tricks
Like,
on
actually.
it, and that's sad.
B-Boy is like the most
Minions.
useful I've ever seen him be, and somehow they can't win. He's like W queuing, and they're literally 30% health after it.
Oh my!
No way.
Did he kill? Did he kill?
The locket?
Oh, wow, it was
fuck.
close.
Holy fuck! Auto ult dead.
Yeah. His ult consumes the passive.
FlyQuest on the push down mid lane. Tier 2 turrets the target. Masu doesn't really have to worry about it because he doesn't have to play within its range.
Passive.
Oh.
No boot Senna.
Crit to the game.
Bootless.
Spell crit to the game. Outside of Shadowflame.
No. I don't think they will. Unless they
I think it'd be cool.
change how. No, it'd be dog shit. It like they'd have to change how much damage
It would be
is in the game.
shit.
Yes.
Okay, dumb fuck.
He's kind of useless in the 5v5. You're just dropping cage. You're just a body.
What do you mean, dumb fuck?
And he wants to have
I
that
said
side
what I
lane
said.
pressure, but unfortunately, gonna get cleaned up by Inspired and Quad.
You get literally one shot by the most random shit. You want to die to Ezreal. All right, have fun, man. Great by Ezreal. No, that sounds awesome, dude. Wow.
Okay, so it
It's
works
like
in TFT, but
Caitlyn
it
with-
can't work in League? Okay.
Caitlyn with Senna's build right now walks up to you, headshots you, you just evaporate.
No, you're right. There's no other game in the world that has spells that can crit. It would ruin any game it was part of.
Yeah, that's a great argument. Thanks, dude. Very intellectual.
Oh, B-Boy!
B-Boy!
He's not dead. He's actually not dead. They're making time, dude. Whipple's dead. No way. SR is actually doing something.
Look at this guerrilla warfare that they're doing because they don't want
The
to team fight.
macros.
They're just going crazy inside.
The protein, the calories, the macros, the fats. Why is contracts
The fats?
dead here?
Okay, Baron's up and it's 4 for
Why
it's
is
4v4 with no
contracts
jungler.
dead? Why is he dead? What? What the fuck's he doing?
I mean, yeah.
The Great Explorer. Did he just TP into the lane and just run down?
Yep.
I mean, I don't think Fly can Baron here. Is this Elder still on them for a minute, or?
No, that's
No,
It's
it's gone.
shit an hour ago.
Yeah. Senna just looks so glowy. Wait, how was Palafox caught here? No way, man. No way. What are they doing? What the fuck?
I mean, he had to.
Another forced decision, guys. No, Fly is just playing so well that Contracts and Palafox were forced to kill themselves bot lane. The pressure.
And it feels like Shopify have accepted, you know what, we can't win 5v5, and that's why they're trying these kind of guerrilla tactics.
You understand now.
Members to a side lane, TPing in, trying to get 2v1 kills to see, can we just end the game through sides? Can we find FlyQuest overcommitting to a fight and punish them elsewhere?
I mean, he's gonna be up for Elder, I guess.
Replacing crit items since passive keeps it 100%. That's a great question. I mean, right now he only has 75 crit from items. There's no item he can drop though. I think IE Rapid Fire and LDR are non-negotiable. So
wait, why is Contracts caught before Palafox is up?
Yeah, it's Palafox's turn to get caught.
No, dude, what the fuck? I'm triggered.
I mean, what do you want him to do?
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
Just,
He has no. I have no mana.
Just give Elder for free, I guess. I mean, shrug. I don't know.
It's not free. It's
Okay,
he's
now
also
now
giving
now
me a
the game
kill.
is actually over. If they get this Elder, they can just walk it down mid. And there's
Second
nothing
Elder. This is classic shit show formula. Sticking to the script.
Any Gathering Storm enjoyers here?
The
anyone who's up Gathering Storm here?
No, I'm not storming shit. How much range does Senna have now?
What about these?
These what?
Wait, is Fire really gonna let York get this top wave here?
Well, what about
No way,
Azir on the
they're
bot wave?
actually
Are they gonna let
getting
Azir get
double
bot
pushed
wave?
on. FlyQuest has no idea that they've fallen right into Shopify's trap. Oh.
Fly really
Nah,
won that base
just
race?
end the fucking end the series here. I don't care. Just fucking end it, bro.
Okay, that was like one of those losses that feels so disgusting. You don't even really know where to start, and so everyone is just very, you know, the team meeting's not going to be fun.
I don't
That
think
was-
you talk
that
about
was
this
kind
game,
of a-
dude. That was disgusting. You just forget about it and go next.
Yeah, no, you don't forget about it. Like there's a very very important talk that is about to happen with this team. Like there has to be, right? Like even at the end of the game, what Palafox like just like TPing to split push instead of trying to defend Nexus turrets while York is splitting is kind of like, I don't know, bro.
I mean,
That's like a get me out type of TP.
yeah, I mean, you can't do anything. Okay,
I'm not gonna pretend that if Azir stayed in the base that they could have like defended Nexus, but like there's maybe a chance, right? There's maybe a chance. Him TPing bot there while they're ending with Elder and Baron is like, get me out.
It's similar to like hiding in the fountain.
Yes. It's like, yo, I'm just gonna do something just to pretend I care about this game.
Okay, but like,
Yeah, I feel like these things are easier to say when you're not in the game, though.
That's the type
Like hindsight is 2020.
No, you're right.
oh yeah, so true.
Well, I do feel like where it all sort of like broke down is Palafox is just not really respectful of what can happen, and women.
Constant split pushing from the side. I like that they were looking for a pick on where it's Palafox. They needed everybody. They needed
This one's not too bad. You know, you think about this as like maybe a criminal death, but this one is not.
Yeah, I mean, they
too bad.
overcommitted so hard for it.
It's like this one, I'm not even gonna take any points away from Palafox. He was splitting. He got collapsed on by 5 people and die. I think the trade that happens after Contracts thinking that it would be good to go in. Okay, whatever. 1 for 1. Also not that criminal. But they're gonna show these fights later where it's just like There's just no reason for you to be playing like that. So risky for no reason.
I was like, okay.
They also knew the Contracts was on the top half because he had just gone for the gank up there to get Whipple's flash.
Really, it's just a team fights where I felt like Palafox just like didn't have any respect for the enemy team.
So many times. They
ran it down.
Like ended this game, what, 3-4 times?
Hey Palafox, I like that name.
This is the big fight we just heard comms for.
This is the big one. This is the big one.
How have I never heard
this one's
that
tough.
One?
This one's tough because he's just walking in blind. He forgets that he has QSS. He has flash the whole time. There was like 6 ways he could have played that with flash, QSS, and his E to live. And there's also a world where he just doesn't take that position and instead just regroups with his team, plays a regular front to back.
I think Palafox might
Shouldn't
be a
we
millionaire
give
after this
FlyQuest some
game.
credit too, though? Like Masu played really well capitalizing on his ear, running it down aggressively there.
He did. In this fight too, I mean, I gotta watch it again, but it just, how did he die without doing any damage? Let's see this again. He's in the pit. He's hitting closest target.
Rel into Talia.
It's just he didn't react to Rel's flash combo with Zhonya's, and he Zhonya's instead at 1 HP. And it's just like, those are the kinds of things where you just can't mess it up. You just can't. If you have Zhonya's and you're giving Rel range to flash combo you, you have to react. Right here?
Yeah, like any button, dude. Like
you have to react to that. You have to.
That's basically like a one-shot. B-Boy didn't get to enter that fight. He got completely zoned off by the Senna on this wall and couldn't get to the main fight. It was just insane.
Taking B-Boy out of that fight was huge.
So yeah, okay. That's 2.
is Palafox gonna come on stage with like a big ass gold chain and like a Rolex after this game?
Jesus. He looks not happy.
Which is strange. I would think he'd be very happy at the payout he's getting.
As we see,
You guys are drill. Wait, is this a BO5? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the series was fucking over. Okay.
I can almost get
No, he has to look sad to play the role.
I think he had a bad game. I think he had a bad game. I feel like Palafox's strength has not really ever been his ear. It's been Yone, Silas, Akali, LeBlanc, Assassins.
Only Palafox's strength has been League of Legends.
Jesus.
Jesus. There was a meta where Palafox was rhymed, and it was Assassin mids, and it was also ADC mids. Jace, Trist, Zeri mid. That was good for him.
Zeri mid. Fucking criminal picks.
What are they?
Is that a coffee cup of popcorn? Let me get some.
It is.
For the Kia most valuable player and the Kia All-Pro team using the QR code on your screen. Participating fans can enter for a chance to win a trip to the 2025 LTA Championships. Terms do apply. Thank you for joining us here on a fun little excursion. I want 3 more of those. Give us 3 more of those. Game 3 coming up after the
Who runs the Rift? You do. Vote for your Kia MVP and Kia All-Pro team. Holy.
Yeah, when's this shit coming out? The Uzi documentary. Did you talk for this?
I did. I did an interview at Riot for this.
How long ago?
A couple months ago.
Holy shit, you knew the spoilers.
I mean, he was different.
Yeah, no, dude. I was saying Uzi to me was like the only actual choice for second Hall of Fame, Hall of Legendary.
Yeah, 100%.
No one else in my mind is like a clear-cut choice.
Yeah. I mean, when you're that popular, you're going to have haters, and people are always going to bring up that he never won Worlds. But he's the faker of ADC.
Yeah. Dude, like, okay, now the conversation becomes who's third. And, like, I actually don't have an answer. I think it's not obvious. I think it's literally, like,
I think
it's controversial, whoever they pick.
Yeah. I think they're just going to do, like, every region. Right? Like, that's what makes sense to me, as to try to, you know, create a Hall of Legends that's truly global. Because we're going to go off of, like, actual career accomplishments. And almost like saying, like, you know, purely objective level of play. No NA player is ever going to get it. And I would almost say that the only EU players that could get it would be Perks and Caps. But Yeah, it would just be like 10 Koreans, right? It would, like after that, it's just like 10 Koreans, which makes it like way less cool. I think Cap should definitely get in. Bjergsen.
My thing would be that like, I think for the first like 5, they'll pick Koreans and Chinese.
Really? I will say the opposite. I think they got to do. They don't have to do anything, but I think they're going to do one from every major region, and then they're going to go and sort of like fill out people that truly deserved like Deft, right? It's like Deft is a legend. He's not that popular, but he's like in terms of like career accomplishments, he's like a legend. Trying to think about who else. Mata has got to be in there.
Double lift,
in my opinion.
I mean, I think there's just too many names for the 1 a year thing.
All right, what about Chovy?
I think it should be extremely exclusive.
I don't think so.
You can't just
But
be
I mean,
dishing out.
because they're
You get
making
all
skins.
legends. You know, here you go Bengi, here you go Piglet, here you go fucking. You know, it's like.
I mean, they wouldn't do Piglet. I don't think Piglet ever be.
Okay, sure. It's like, well, we're gonna give everyone with like a move named after them. Like, here you go, it's like here you go, Expeke.
Yeah.
Here you go,
yeah,
lift.
I don't. Yeah. Here you go, Shin Shin.
Insect also wouldn't be in there. Like, you'd have to just be people that like were in the game for super long, like fucking consistent results. It was seen as really good.
Yeah. I feel like Ruler and Mata probably almost certainly should get in there, because when they played, they were like absolutely, you know, in that elite tier. They like, you know, at times they were just the best in the world, but like for the most part, they were just like in that elite tier, and they played for so fucking long on elite teams.
I feel like Mata actually didn't play that long. Thinking about it.
He played with Uzi in season 6. He played with.
I think he was done after 6, wasn't he?
He won Worlds. Fuck. Who is he? Played with Imp in season 4. He played with Uzi in season 6. He played with Teddy in season 9.
Ew.
I mean, he has a long career.
Yeah, I mean, he's good, but like if you told me Mata was 3rd, I'd be like, I don't like that.
Okay.
I just think it has to be undisputable given the format and like what it means. But it becomes almost disputable for every single choice, is the weird thing. I think they fucked up choosing Faker first.
Yeah, he's so bad.
In a not retired player gets in the Hall of Legends first.
And Faker, too, of all people, the biggest fraud.
Like, you literally had to open it up with Faker. Who the fuck else is going to get it first?
I think you had to wait till he fucking retires.
Dude,
I feel like
literally
I think they should have done.
game.
I think they could have done something exclusively just for Faker, like make a gig of skin, $500 just to immortalize Faker, instead of trying to make it like a yearly thing for anybody.
Oh,
because nobody's actually on that level. I think they should have a Hall of Fame, but I don't know. I don't think you're not going to find people of Faker's level. Like, I think Uzi's probably the closest next. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave him one.
Yeah,
but like to keep, you can't just like have someone that good every year, or you're gonna go to like old players that people don't even know about anymore.
The Hall of Faker, holy.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting to think about, right? They had a 7,000 gold lead. How many times do you think that has happened this entire split against FlyQuest?
And Dragon Soul, I'd say 0.
Yeah, like it's
that jersey's sick.
Last 2 games. So probably only happened like 2 to 3 times.
This one? Yeah, it's pretty cool.
One.
Very rare to get that kind of.
It's like tie-dye looking. Yeah, it's
not that one. The other FlyQuest one.
I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the green, but you know, mostly I agree with you.
Yeah, actually, talking about the pink one, the FlyQuest one, the pink one.
Once again on blue. Let's see how our bands are looking. Game number 3. So Fearless is starting to kick in somewhat meaningfully.
All right, I'm a cutie pie. Next Hall of Legends.
Both games.
Yo, is it true that Canadians say pardon? Is that true, guys? Because Sanchovy said pardon to me, and I was like, who says that? They don't say pardon in California ever. Like, no one says, like, pardon.
In what context?
Canadians say sorry?
Sorry.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah, it would definitely stick out if they left up.
Okay,
maybe it's a
Canadian
part of
test.
the-
How
maybe
do you
it's a part
pronounce
of
the last
Canada?
letter of the alphabet? How do you pronounce it?
Zed.
You say Zed?
If you're Canadian.
So let's see what is.
Guys, where is
I'm-
Sanchovies from?
Actual answer here.
Canada.
It feels so obvious. It's like, as Shopify, you're like, I want that, but you know that I want that. Like, what's going on here?
Wait a second.
Country
First
of
pick
birth,
Scion.
Egypt. Nationality, Canada. Maybe they say pardon in Egypt.
It's a kind of
I don't think they speak English in Egypt.
What the hell? Okay.
But it is really cool.
What?
A little bit xenophobic there?
No,
They
it's
definitely
Piece of shit.
that they have their own language, like hieroglyphics or whatever the fuck it is.
In that way, and if Fudge is comfortable on these, I mean, he looked very good on the Yorick.
You don't think you can be bilingual in
It's
hieroglyphics?
Arabic. They speak Arabic.
They speak hieroglyphics.
Only it's the written form. I don't know.
Last week I was playing on Ancient Egyptian L9 Super Server, and I can confirm they were speaking hieroglyphics.
Renekton Sejuani. Shameless.
Exactly. Might have to make use of that zombie passive when Sejuani is.
Gotta use the whole kit.
Sejuani is paired with.
All right.
Renekton.
Call the picks. Double lift. You're up.
That is a strong top side of the map. We'll see.
Victor.
Talking about Yone being up. If it is still up. You got
Banned.
Sejuani,
I'm an
Renekton,
idiot.
and
Lucian?
Yone.
Zyricon?
No
Banned.
Lucian.
It could even be like a Silas, right?
What?
Yone and
Zaya
Silas
Ari?
that both work quite well.
Oh, Zyricon.
I do think it's a little bit surprising that it's gone down here. I feel like they're.
I would want to play Lucian into the Zyricon here. I think it's good.
It's such a powerful top side. It's also quite.
If you go Lucian on 3, though, they double ban the supports.
So this could be
GG.
dangerous.
Yeah, you definitely drop 4-5. I mean, here you just pick top or mid, I guess. Stupid, it's Renekton top. I'm fucking fried.
There's no way they pick this.
Wow, that was so good. That was
Oh
so
my
good.
good.
It never gets old. Never gets old. That was. Hold on, I'm standing up right now. I'm clapping. Tears are streaming
Please
down my
clap.
cheeks.
Please clap.
Here, I'm handing you a crisp $100 bill. Obama's here to congratulate you. That was.
Wait,
Bravo.
holy shit.
Now, if you're going to pick that, then you're going to be banned.
Bravo,
Obama.
sir.
For sure.
Yeah.
But Quay, I
God
think, is always one of these
damn,
interesting
that was
champions because
good.
while it is quite low mobility, it is actually pretty hard to play into when Hueys are
Okay.
really good and really comfortable with their
Caitlyn
gear
Lux
because you
or
can
Lucian
interrupt
Nami?
dashes, you can interrupt people actually going in for that
Don't be a
TC,
pussy.
And when they're really comfortable with that,
Caitlyn's
it
banned.
becomes very difficult to actually take them out. Looking
Wow.
for the Ari,
They're actually afraid of
you're gonna
Caitlyn
be
Lux.
under
I haven't
pressure
seen
from
anyone
Alphonse
play
already.
Caitlyn Lux in like fucking months in real games.
Unlikely, I'm sorry.
So risky. It's just like a fucking atomic bomb bot lane. Like if it starts getting kills, say bye bye to the game. But if you like can stuff it, if you can like gank it early, they don't get a snowball, then it's pretty useless, honestly.
It's more likely than Teemo. It's more likely than Teemo. I'll give you that.
If they ban Lucian, that's a headshot.
All right, we've got the Yone, we've got the Jace, both banned.
Ooh!
We've got Caitlyn, we've got the Smolder.
Why would we ban Smolder with Zyricon on your team? Are you trolling?
Luciano? Okay, if they go Lucian, what if Shopify picks away Milio Nami and just puts him somewhere?
If they do lock in the Lucian.
Wait, then they're fucked. It's GG. Actually, the most common Lucian lane is Lucian Braum, but it's already taken the series. So,
Lucian Braum.
yeah, it's weird. I don't really see the synergy, but it's picked a lot. Maybe it's something to do with Braum's sexy body and mustache.
It's being shamelessly broken? Yeah, could be.
I like that
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. Whoa. Ori Rakan, we're really trying to win. It's not even playoffs yet.
fairly likely here. Oriana, there we go. You've got the ball delivery.
1 and 9.
Really good
Mundo!
No way, it's 1 and 9, guys. No, this region is done. This region is done. We go. How are we 1 and 9 on Ori? This champ is broken as fuck.
The pick Mundo, please, guys. Stonks are going crazy.
Bro. Dude, I fuck with Nami, but I do feel like Emilio is kind of crazy at the moment.
Yep. The canister also makes him pretty difficult to pick off.
And that front line, when you have a Scion and a Muno, is
It's 1 in 10 after this game, boys.
for Shopify.
Just kidding. Actually, I like Shopify's draft. It's very simplistic. It's very just to the point. Hey, we're going to engage. We're going to do Rakan Ori combo, follow up with Scion, and we have a very standard front to back. I think FlyQuest is a little bit more all over the place. They have skirmishing top jungle, artillery mage mid. Lucian Nami is kind of doing their own thing, their own game plan. And I feel like the poke from Lucian Nami is not that OP this game because there's double tanks. Mundo-san on the enemy team. But I'm just a Lucian enjoyer. I think he's pretty strong.
All right, non-subscribers, we will see you guys in 30 seconds. But for everybody else, I really
non-subscribers will see you in 30 seconds. Does the wait? Does the official broadcast actually run ads?
Yep.
You were holding all the cards, but somehow
Holy.
get the win. Hopefully they were able to reset in the short.
The recession's hitting. Be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink.
All right, non-subscribers, I will see you guys in 10 minutes. Thanks for watching.
A little bit of a deviation would be the jungle Mundo, but you've got a big tank in the top lane, traditional control mage in mid.
Very quick little ad break here.
For the support that can either help with that or engage. I feel like they're not going to be put in a spot like the last game where if they get a lead, they'll feel like, oh, we can't 5v5. But also, they're going to have to try to build that lead again, which is a lot tougher than it might first seem when you're against a squad like FlyQuest.
It absolutely is going to be really tough to be able to build up a lead similar to what they had in that second game. But, you know, they scale really well, and they
Mundo
do
wins
have...
those.
Mundo definitely wins those. Q level 1 is really strong. And Mundo is great at absorbing engages because of the canister passive. It immunes the first CC, the canister pops out. If you pick it up, you get a little heal, and it refunds some of that cooldown. But, you know, for Sedge wanting to find an engage, you basically have to, like, Q flash and knock the canister off, then immediately ult and things like that. It makes it a lot more difficult to play around.
Mid laners actually fighting level 1 instead of jerking each other off.
Scales really
Very
well,
rare.
Clears really fast. They are basically a two-threat comp here. It's all about Palafox and Bvoy. The rest of them just have to keep that farm up and make space.
And I'm going to be looking at that bottom lane. Masu and Busio here. They have the Ignite in their lane. See if they can actually get some pressure going.
Uh-oh.
All right,
If Zyrakan both take W level 1, it's an immediate, instant, unavoidable kill.
Thank you very much.
Oh, GG's. Masu's dead.
Coach Nukeduck, who is kind of watching this level 1
oh,
as
maybe
we
not.
go through. Masu getting a little low there. The first thing I did want to ask you, though, is coming off
They
of
lose
a
that
game
somehow.
That was as grueling as that one. What's going through your mind as you're watching your team?
Masu has Ignite.
We were
Holy.
getting outplayed, so I was a bit upset. Yeah, I was upset. We were getting outplayed, so we were kind of prepared to lose that one with how it was going, so it was fun to win it. But, you know, we're just prepping the next game and whatnot.
And then in this game specifically, I was a bit surprised that they left Lucian Nami open after locking in the Zyrakan. Were you at all surprised? And just talk me through your draft prep a little bit.
You know, game 3, so they what did the ban instead? Smolder. Yeah, I was not that surprised. We haven't really. I don't think we have played it on stage yet, so you know you kind of have to go a little bit of the enemy's like comfort as well. So yeah, I'm interested to see how it's gonna go because yeah, we haven't done it on stage.
They're getting cheated on.
Well, all the best. Thank you so much for taking the time, and we'll throw it back to the cast.
We got Mundo Jungle. Is that the sauce?
Is he actually forced off this fat wave? Oh my god. All right.
I mean, that was rough.
GG's then.
Meteos tried to go really aggressive and try to get an advantage there. Weren't able to do so. Inspired
Could be a boss fight then.
This is a matchup we've seen so many
It's a
times
game
between
4
these
then.
two guys. I like the achievements tab there.
It's to be a boss fight.
5 games, contract clapped up G2, true. And
Our international accolades.
exactly. And I mean, it's one of those things that I just think Contract is so important for this team and what he does. You know, Inspired, obviously, I feel like he's going to be the MVP. This guy has been so good all year long.
Come back from EC, I do leg day once. I can't fucking walk.
But he does have the luxury of having 3 winning lanes most of the time. Contract's
Butthole day.
He often is the guy that is having to create opportunities, create plays, sometimes taking more risky.
Always work out your butt.
Vegas, bro. You got to go to EDC one year.
Just naturally by playing slow.
And especially this game.
What if I'm not into the music?
It's not about the music, bro. It's about the vibes.
Did you go for every day?
No, I went 2 days.
How many hours a day were you there?
We got in at like 7 and we leave at 5, so it's like 10 hours.
AM or PM?
7 p.m. and then you leave at like 5 a.m.
Is shit still going on at 5 a.m.?
Yeah, that's when it's the most lit, dude.
The fuck? That's some degen shit.
It's pretty crazy, yeah.
When does it stop? Like when does it end?
5. Yeah, 5 is the closing set.
They just abruptly turn off the music at 5.
Yeah. There's like a
we'll see, how they're gonna be able to go from here. B-Boy swaps up
a brief interruption.
Because let's be honest, that 2v2
Who is the best set you listen to?
Dude, I don't even remember. Like I said, it's about the vibes. For me, it's way more about the vibes than the music. The music is...
How sober were you at this event?
I'm familiar with the
very. What are we talking about? I would not ever be anything but sober at an event like that.
No alcohol?
What the hell?
Fully
Maybe
locked
have a
in,
little
fully
drinky
sober.
drink?
Dude, what are we saying?
Because they hesitated,
What,
he got to
you
the
can be
wall, you lose the
sober
position.
and drunk, right? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? I don't think that works that way.
Why not?
I just think it's contradictory.
They bought the call, they swapped out, they got stopped even.
Oh boy, this is gonna go from bad to worse.
So fun.
Now as Shopify Rebellion's bot side
Jungler runs at you for nothing.
interrupted on their recall, and oh look,
For nothing.
Lucio and Masu, and they're ready to keep going with the 2v2.
Well, they're just gonna base and stay still. We will
Only 35 in Shogo are here.
Now is Fudge is moving top, so Renekton is gonna be able to push in this wave. So
Fucking go, guys.
At least a few minions.
What's up, boys?
Exactly how many? Because I can't see.
Yo, what did you think about the ghosting drama against near airport?
But this is gonna be at least
Why do you have to ask that now that only 35 is in my chat, bro?
Yeah, what do you think about it?
My boy. Okay, here's what I think, and I don't speak for anyone else, but
15, 16 CS right now.
I don't think, no matter what the reason is, there's no reason for the other team to open our streams during the match. The reason why is their input on the situation matters zero. Like,
Yeah. Did you see the text for the TO or whatever?
I'll give you guys an example. If I'm in a match versus Sneaky, and Sneaky says, my Ezreal E-bucked, I don't get to go to his replay. I don't get to get up off stage, go to his replay, and open up his replay and tell the ref or tell LCS, actually, I think this is what happened. My input on that situation matters zero, and there's a huge breach. He flashed into the bubble. That was crazy.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so
unlucky.
no matter what their intentions are, they are not supposed to ever be allowed to open our streams. Their opinion on that situation does not matter. It's the ref's choice, and it's the ref's decision that matters only. So that's what I think about it. That it was clearly against the rules, but that I think like maybe that there's a argument to be made that like why did the refs even consider that? Like why did the refs even consider letting that happen?
Yeah, I mean they gave it the okay, even though it was a dumb question.
Yeah.
Like, hey, mind if we cheat? And they're like, yeah, go ahead.
At the end of the day, I don't think it's nearly sort of like. Yeah, I don't really honestly care that much about it. But that's just.
If you lost, would you have cared about it?
I think I would have cared a bit more, yeah, but also I think the whole thing was very stupid because what if instead of randoming a Nivea, which was like a real pick, he ran Rammus, right? Like he just clicked around on his thing and it ended up on Rammus, or it ended up on Fiddlesticks, and we already locked in our jungler, right? Why did
Fiddle support?
Like, I don't. Why did we have to play that out? In no situation do you play that out, right? Like
Well,
it's like I told Riot
the
this,
logic is just that you can't abuse champ select because like clearly yours is a mistake, but the problem is covering for the mistakes versus the intentionally fucking it up and getting more time to think.
Yeah, like
so you cover for the rules is what they're doing.
Here's an example. If their jungler loaded into the game with Ignite instead of Smite, they would pause the game and be like, "Oh fuck, you know, I just missed. I don't know how it happened, but like it was." And if it was player error, we would just remake the game and we would play it with Smite, right? Like what the fuck are we gonna do? Like play this game out with the troll pick? That's just normal. Like that's just like competition. You know what I mean? Like yeah, stuff happens, mistakes happen. If there's a team that's like abusing that constantly, they're constantly getting remakes and champs, like maybe it needs some investigation, right? But if it's kind of like one of those like first time offenses, just give us a penalty, -1 ban, whatever it is. Why do we have to play that game out with the Nivea, bro? Like it just, to me, like that made no sense. If the enemy support forgot to buy the support item, he went Dorn's Blade instead of the support item, and they paused and they asked for remake. Of course, we're gonna give him the remake.
I mean, I did see on the
he just tried TPing out.
Specifically in the draft, you guys had some dog shit comms. Like no one was saying what actually to pick.
Terrible.
It was 1 second left, and it was like you said Kai'Sa, and Spiga started saying no, I don't want Kai'Sa at 1 second. It's like what the fuck is that?
Yeah. No, that. Yeah, it's great. There's a real like yeah, our comms during that were like really confusing, and I do think there's an element of human error, of course.
Yeah, I mean it's just a question of the rules in the first place.
I feel like it kind of scales with skill. Like I don't think it's just
like should the rules be so strict to not let you fix something?
Yeah, I don't
versus fucking keeping it like it is.
It is very hard because you're pretty low range. So we'll have to see how we can do it.
Science coming up the river here could ulti.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's the point of the refs to use their judgment on that kind of situation.
Yes. You leave the judgment up to the refs. I mean, hold on. Lucio just instantly died.
Now Double didn't say it was a bug, it was Pobelter.
Was it a bug or did you just not have time?
It wasn't a bug. He just,
so it was like
the team didn't know what to pick.
He pulled a sneaky.
He had no idea what to pick, so he just like tried to scroll up, but he misclicked the middle mouse.
Bro, I literally didn't even watch it. The way that it was explained to me, though, from Pobe, like I didn't watch his stream, but the way it's explained to me is it gets stuck on middle mouse, and he's clicking, and it's not selecting Ashe, and then so he's like panicking and just clicking around now. But like with middle mouse up, you're supposed to be able to just click, and it works, but like it's like stuck on middle mouse, so he has to have middle mouse again, so he can get out of it.
Could have been bugged like that, yeah. That's true.
And like whether you can make it, I could see an argument being made that like that's not really a bug. That's just like a janky client. That's not really a bug, right? That's just like a really shittily done feature of the client.
I think a shitty client. Yeah, I think with how dog shit the client is, they probably should be more lenient actually. As a rule.
Huh. Someone in my chat said, also, Sneaky was talking mad shit about you before you joined the call. Kind of funny how he's acting like nothing happened now that the game is on. What's up with that, Sneaky? Bitch.
Yeah, I think that for sure happened.
Yeah, trying to walk back on it, pussy?
No, I think I didn't start my stream and immediately join the call. No.
Huh.
No, that guy in chat's right.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
You guys are actually professional instigators, bro.
How?
plus the plate difference, plus the experience that you're losing. Quad is
Great professional instigators. Wait, I just realized that Masu has Ignite in this matchup. What a Chad.
Yeah.
I would like never go Ignite on Lucian because it just feels so awkward.
I like it for the damage.
Whoa. Such a brave take there. Oh
my God!
Oh, no,
He missed
no,
cannon.
not the cannon. Not the cannon.
Nice one.
Come on.
Nice one.
Not the cannon.
Nice one.
Pulling off.
The fastest best of 3.
Pay Palafox is actually fucking quad this game.
If FlyQuest wins the game in 40 minutes and 2 seconds or longer,
He leveled up.
Oriana was always one of his better champs, wasn't it?
That's LTA.
That's one of the like Oriana Center was the matchup he
would be kind of an interesting. It's one of those
was
things,
APA's father
the most
in.
competitive time that you've ever
Yeah.
been sweet.
Yeah, exactly. It's a 3-0, but it was a long.
I think ever since the like
Made you fight for it.
popularity of -1, people are like they're so hyper locked into missed cannons now. Like before that, it's just like a something of like joked about like how do pro players just miss cannons, but now it's like -1 disparage. Everyone's just tilted when they see pro players miss cannons. Just like
As it should be.
focus. Have you been doing WMAX second on Lucian, Sneaky? It's so much better.
What?
Trying
Why?
it, yeah.
B-Boy though, pretty relevant, right?
They buffed
Okay,
it.
so rank 1E is 16-second CD. Now guess the CD of rank 5E.
He's up in almost 600 gold ahead because
20 seconds.
14.
14. It goes down 2 seconds. It's really impossible to notice.
I mean, they buffed the E. Like, it's super recent.
Yeah. And
Like,
so
it got
realistically,
less
you're getting
cooldown.
more E's by putting points in W, since every W takes 4 seconds off, right? So in the long run, you want all your other abilities to just reset the cooldown of your E.
It's a mid gap. It's an actual mid gap.
Even better position now that they do go in. Mundo goes where
But
he
yeah,
pleases. He
no,
gets
W
the
just does a
block
shit ton of damage.
team
Oh,
creating the
-1 again! I'm gonna...
So bad. So bad.
on their carries
Dude,
already
what is
for
going
Shopify
on,
as
bro?
they
He's... Masu's angry.
Yeah, Masu's
Wait,
getting
what?
close. He wants to
Oh,
scrap
oh,
for this
shit.
B-boy
He lost
and
vision in the bush.
fire
It's actually so annoying when that happens.
and heal the defensive summoners
Mhm.
used for the Shopify duo.
That
Buso
damn
also
pink
I
word.
love the way Masu's
his
playing this.
own
Jesus, he's
Masu using that piercing
Aggressive.
light range
He's
through
aggressive.
vision to hit B-boy for a
I don't
last
love
minute chunk of
electrocute on
damage.
Lucian anymore.
Meanwhile, it was
I'm
ripped
back
out
on the
secured by
PTA
Shopify.
train.
They've locked
I
in
just
the
think
kill
that
speed.
minor
It's
rhythm
actually
domination.
trash. It's
They feel-
actually bad.
Yeah.
Electrocute.
Well, it feels really good at level 1. I'll say that.
Oh, wait,
wow,
did he see that kill?
He could have killed him.
2
he's fine,
HP,
but he
2
didn't
HP.
want
1 HP!
Fudge arrives this time. That
Saw 2.
ulti is gonna hit, but
I saw
Busio
1.
flashes over the wall to stay safe. Quad fires off the spiraling despair, but it's not gonna land. Whippo arrives on the back end of the fight, though, with a little bit more damage.
Fudge just walks away?
No damage.
FlyQuest won't get anything as Masu gets caught at the very end of the shockwave, but it will not
God
kill him
damn.
either. Contracts staying alive on the Mundo. FlyQuest tried, but they couldn't.
He is regening a fucking lot of health. Jesus.
Mundo and
Mundo.
Zion, these super tanks still will not go down.
I think that's what his
barely
ult
on the
does.
front lines, both of them surviving, even with the ults coming
His
through,
ult,
even
you
with
just
everyone
said, yo, check the cooldown
Yeah,
real quick.
I think his ult actually heals him quite a bit.
Oh, the one that just came up in 2 seconds? That one? That one?
Yeah,
Dude, did you see Mundo full tanking Fountain?
And this team is just
No.
Full.
The gold leads are actually
It was
Indefinitely or what?
Alois clip. He like dove a fucking AK Sean. Just fully in the fountain. He's full. Otacons or AK Sean's full.
Another cannon just got missed. He just lists 3 in a row on mid. No.
Really good start in pretty much every department here for the
Killed his
Who?
ass, walked out.
Dragon is spawned. FlyQuest have control over the bot
Huh.
side river right now. Fudge is down there close to
What were his
bottom,
items?
Quad being the one to answer right now on the
I'm
play.
sorry.
I don't fucking know, dude.
Interrupting
He
the
had like 7k health.
Super great for FlyQuest so far.
Yeah, and now just
He actually missed a kill. That's 270 gold. You missed a kill.
You have to expect
-1 kill for Masu.
True. Actually.
All right, I'm watching the clip.
With teleport, they want to at least get something here.
It's legit fucked up.
Dragon started up. B-Boy and Contracts putting the damage into that as Whippo uses his dominance before the
Oh
jump,
my
so he's
God.
gonna go as soon as he arrives. Tons of damage onto Fudge. Whippo has made his way into the fight, but he's already about
Holy
to die,
shit.
flashing back out of the way of the Blade Caller. Now re-engaging
Hold on.
after Fudge.
Wow,
And
he actually
finally,
he's mortal.
FlyQuest
The Scion is
gets their
killable.
kill.
That's
Fudge
crazy.
gets shut down.
Part of me felt like this
Why
guy
is
would
bro
never
wearing
die.
sunglasses while playing?
Mundo cosplay. Corporate Mundo.
Hold on, what the hell? 4v5, they're just in that ass still. The fuck? Jesus. That's worth.
I don't even care how big of a lead SR gets. Because it's just fake as fuck.
Dude, you're the biggest Shopify hater for no reason.
No reason? Game 2?
Oh yeah, no.
Are you not a witness?
If you ever lose the game, guys, like Sneaky will lose faith in you. You're donezo.
Lose a game like that. Yes.
You're donezo. He'll lose trust in you. You make one mistake.
Shit on FlyQuest and then just do fucking nothing? Why did not do anything to make themselves not lose? They just SR didn't do anything.
No, they didn't have a sick comeback with Senna scaling.
Nope.
Shopify actually wanted the L. They told me.
Quite literally.
Palafox told me he's getting crazy bank for this.
Bro fucking sold.
With 1,800 gold in pocket to spend after that fight. So he not only has his second item, he's got 2 longswords towards his third.
Ooh.
And it's actually a
wait, what?
Second here from B-Boy. I was kind of curious.
Nah, B-Boy's a fucking criminal, man.
You know, he's been doing BT on every fucking champion in the game the whole split.
Yuntal into BT on Zaya.
It is so criminal what B-Boy does with his build. He does IE first, he does VVC, he does BT on Zaya. This is not the first time he's done BT on Zaya.
Dude, build normal challenge, impossible.
Yeah. Nah, it's brutal to watch, bro.
Build like a fucking human.
Wait. Surely Master got a cannon.
I mean, it's been a really fun
This is not a game to go rapid fire on Lucian too. I think you just go quick plays this game.
I mean, is there no value in BT here against this Lucian shit? Because his whole goal is just to poke you off mid wave.
It's not that there's no value, it's that when there's an all-out fight, now Lucian does more DPS than you, and that's the one thing you're supposed to win at. Now you lose the poke war, but you survive it, and then you lose the actual strength of your champ. I think is a bit of a shame. Like you're gonna get chunked out harder for sure, but like just playing around that like a regular 80 carry, you would have like.
I mean, Zaya specifically is like you literally need crit. That's how you scale your damage.
Yeah, you need crit, and also you need Navori, right? You need Navori so you have 100% W uptime. It's so important. Otherwise, you press W, you get like good damage off, but then as the fight goes on, your W's off. That's such a big like steroid that you just don't get anymore.
Wow, that way commented 0.
Yeah. Masu's definitely playing very aggressively, but I feel like he's kind of padding damage dealt, where the damage that he's actually doing is like a little bit meaningless.
Yeah, they were buying time there. Palafox finished his split push on the bottom side, went back.
Well, now that Zaya has BT, yeah, it just doesn't even do anything.
Top side here. Can Whippo actually push quick enough? Top tower is very low.
Oh, now he's going crit. See? It's fine.
Boom. Boom, baby.
Would you go Navori third or would you go IE third here?
Navori 100%.
Can we buy
you need
boots?
Dude, I actually had this like epiphany when I came back from EDC 2 where I realized that I was like, I had these like rules that I thought were like pretty absolute. And like one of the rules that I thought was like tier 2 boots kind of suck. So I was like really delaying my tier 2 boots. Kind of like how these guys are, you know? B-Boy still doesn't have Zerkers.
I mean, on Lucian, it's fine.
On Lucian to not have the boots is fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I was doing it on like Jinx. I was doing it on Jin, you know, not having Swifties or whatever, and I was like, I'm gonna wait and get Zerkers late game. And really what I was doing was I was kind of just doing stupid shit because I was like fully focused on doing maximum damage, but not really thinking about the game as like a big
like
picture.
Mobility, being able to move to shit, like
yeah,
boots
being able
are
to move to
insane.
stuff, being able to dodge skill shots more easily is like such an insane advantage.
Literally. We talked about the fucking Caitlyn 5 move speed buff literally broke the game, and she was just crazy OP. At 5 move
Oh,
speed.
Masu!
Oh, no, Masu.
Goodbye.
And he's dead.
He's dead.
No boots.
Shopify gets third Drake off of this. This is big. But yeah, when I got back, I was like, wait, maybe this is just stupid. I'm just gonna go with like no more like rules and just like try out everything again.
Just go by based on vibes.
Fuck the rules.
You're a vibes guy.
You're just so open-minded now.
Well, I think sometimes taking a break helps.
Yeah, new perspective.
Absolutely.
A lot of times breaks are like even drugs or whatever can do that to you.
Wait, what was that? Second
break.
Oh, I don't know. Just I've heard.
Simply breaks.
Oh my god,
Oh
people
my
is getting
God.
obliviated.
Deserved.
Ah,
I
20
don't care.
HP.
Deserved.
How are they just
Wait.
2v4ing?
Trying to escape from the Renekton, and he stays alive. But Masu has rejoined the fight.
Ah!
Not there in time.
The culling.
But he cannot find the last bit of damage.
The bullet time. The culling.
No, but I also came back and realized that if I looked at my match history, I had played like probably an average of like 5 games every like 2 days. So I was actually playing like 20 games a week.
Solo queue specifically or what?
Yeah, solo queue. And I came back and I played 20 games a day for like 3 days straight, and I was like, oh, I'm like way better at the game now. Yeah.
20 a day is a lot.
20 a day was crazy. I had a 12-hour sesh where I played 20 games. And it actually made me insane. Like I was like not actually insane. I mean like good at the game again. Where I was just completely terrible. Because I had just not been playing. I played so much CS, Street Fighter, and like bronze games with Summit for the AT&T thing, and I was just like not playing any of the actual game.
Dude, remember what you said about like the cheaters, whatever in CS?
Yeah.
Like I didn't experience them at all, and then the other day I legit got 5 games in a row with cheaters. Just blatant fucking like sprinting at us in spawn.
Like, well, it's a waste of time. It's kind of lame. Hopefully the next one's not this bad, and it is, and you're like, well, I don't want to play anymore. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Troll.
Is it like obvious cheating, or you're just like, no way, this guy landed that shit?
Literally blatant, like
jumping 360 scouting down mid, headshotting you through a wall type of blatant. And then you start questioning everything because you're like, well, this guy like never gets flanked. He's always aware. This guy is hitting crazy shots, and then he's like for 3 rounds, and then he hits crazy shots, and it's like you just start not trusting the game. Feels very bad.
Yep.
It's like in League when everyone you play against is ghosting and scripting.
Oh yeah.
Wait, Whippo?
Bow with bow?
Oh Jesus. This looks kind of fucked for Fly. Soul in 2 minutes.
Yeah, Whippo goes in there. He does take a lot of damage, but he had this Derek. He knew he was going to.
What is this?
Nah,
what is this
dude.
7 TV thing?
So he's willing to
culling? I'm not adding that.
And at the same time, Contracts and Fudge were both put
You're not adding it?
I'm not adding culling.
Wait, but you said it. I thought you had it.
I refuse to add culling.
I mean, it's kind of stupid, but it's silly.
I'm not convinced Wade's going to do anything this game. 200 CS.
I'm not convinced SR is going to do anything this game.
I don't know, man. I rarely see Wade look useful.
Hui is pretty relatively weak, though, for sure.
I don't even know how I feel about Hui, guys. Like, what's his output like? Like, how much damage does he do if he hits everything, and how much damage does Ori do if she hits everything? Like, I don't know. It's hard to.
Well, the problem with hitting everything, I think, on Hui is super hard.
Yes, it is.
I think he hits pretty hard, given literally everything lands.
Yeah. So it's just the inconsistency that he can do damage that matters.
Yeah. Similar to the Xerath conversation, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think he's Xerath.
Well, I think Hui is more consistent than Xerath. But -1 again. That's 4 cannons.
I said similar to Xerath in the conversation of if you hit everything, he does a fuckload, but the problem is literally hitting everything is just an impossible task.
Yeah, I
Damn,
mean,
so
I don't know if
B-Boy
I
went
feel that way
crit
about
cloak.
Way. Do you guys really feel like Quay's, QWEE combo is like hard to hit? It's fucking takes up half the screen.
QWEE? QW's the...
Sorry. QEEE. I'm sorry.
Severing bolt.
It's low range. Alright, I'm watching away this fight. He hits an ult.
But just bringing it into the boys.
Inspired dies. Oh, Whippo, great play so far. He's baiting too. Still has stairs.
God,
He goes back in.
unkillable.
Big?
Ah!
No, he dies.
He's go.
Ah!
Oh my
God, Nami stole the shutdown! Ah!
Yes.
Boom.
Oh, wow. What a fight.
I was
What a
only watching
spread
away
and
that
break.
fight. Who was doing all the damage? Because it sure as hell wasn't him. Oh, B-Boy!
Oh, wait, how much was this shutdown? I didn't see.
I don't think it's bad sometimes for the enchanters to get the gold. Tank support's getting the gold feels like shit, but sometimes those enchanter items are just ridiculous, bro. Redemption.
But Sneaky cries when I take a whole wave as Maokai support. Huh.
Yeah, that might be troll as hell.
Wait, are you AP Maokai, though?
No.
Oh, yep. There you go.
Wow. I mean, look at
Alright, who
this
killed
play by
everybody?
Master. He dashes Ori's combo there. Flashes into the cleaver, which is kind of funny.
But Contracts, there's a turret there.
Yeah. Back to Soul. Why did B-Boy do that?
Had to.
He just made a flip. He literally just made a flip happen, and it is what it is. I don't think it was too bad for him to trade 1-for-1.
Very close. He's got to be a wave or two away. Lucio, very good on the Nami, 9-3, having a great game so far.
I still feel like Whippo's the only Renekton in NA that is like useful pass lane. Somehow this guy always has huge game impact in team fights, where I think Renekton normally sucks in team fights.
True.
I always just
very
somehow
ahead this
see him
game.
making so much space. He's 3K gold ahead as well, which is kind of crazy. I thought San was doing well, but not even really.
4-item Luciano.
Oh, this is where you become Thanos. 100 crit.
My goodness.
Here we go. My goodness.
Googness.
Here we go. Main thing you gotta be careful with is like dashing in no flash. Oh my god, B-Boy just...
Wait, they didn't kill him.
Yeah, Masu's
dead.
Winning,
Masu's dead.
winning.
GG's.
And B-Boy's dead. And Boopa's not dead.
Oh my god,
How
Whippo
is
is
Whippo alive?
so hard. Going on, he's killing everybody.
Triumph.
Still going in. This guy is built diff on their Renekton.
How did he live that? He was literally like 4-man surrounded and he just barely lives. Dude, how did they turn that around when Masu insta-dies?
Whippo flashes forward, they get this stun,
Crazy.
they get a huge chunk out.
Oh, plus
Even
one.
with Palafox nicely peeling there,
I didn't even notice Masu died. I was looking at B-Boy get jumped on. Let's see what happens to Masu here.
He gets caught in the counter engage right here. This Ori ulti, boom. Dashes too late. 3-man Ori ulti, then gets finished by Rakan here. Oh, never mind. Not even Rakan.
That was insane, Oriole.
Look at Whippo, bro. This is just completely ridiculous
I don't
what he's
get
doing.
how he
1
doesn't
HP.
die here. Like,
Ooh,
oh,
Q,
a bubble
trial
kind
kill.
of saved him.
Bubble up. Oh, he's just running them down.
Dude, that
Wow.
FlyQuest jersey is sick. I like the texture on it. It looks comfy as fuck.
Whoa, you're a C9 official partner. What are you saying, bro?
Uh-oh.
Well,
Meteos.
C9's
Yeah, you're right.
better, but like that one's like
C9's
close
better,
second.
yeah.
You gotta be so careful. B-Boy really just has to have his finger
B-Boy Manoy.
He has a target on his back. He keeps on getting stunned up. A really good plays from Whippo.
Will Shopify outscale? I think Shopify on paper does outscale.
Oh, fuck! That was a lot of feathers.
But the
Yeah.
players don't quite meet up to the
players
expectations.
get outscaled, unfortunately.
Wait, B-Boy
I do-
still has the crit cloak, by the way. He bought it after BT, and he's since gotten Berserker Greaves and a full mortar reminder, and still sitting on the crit cloak.
Rebellion, the redemption also used to try to keep.
That
It might be a new
I mean,
kick
he bought
list,
another one.
Yeah, I think it might be a new one.
Is that good?
Meteos.
So we bought another one.
Only the Mundo really hurt after that one, and you can see his health slowly.
It kind of feels
good.
like if Shopify played off of that route, like if their teammates were more ready to play off CC, they could make kills happen. Matt's getting rooted there.
Dance back and forth between both sides. Palafox teleporting back into the mid lane now to rejoin the team. Masu dashing back away as Busio's ulti is used for the escape for FlyQuest. But once again, Whippo's in the very middle of everybody. Finds the initial engage, and Fudge takes a ton of damage as well. Both top laners very low, as Zeus can't find any sort of a way to enter into the fight.
That was just a straight front to back, nobody died fight.
Renekton is like more tanky than a Scion in a lot of these fights. Whippo doing a good job being a point person for the team.
Nah, dude, Wade does no damage. Just watch him.
With Shopify having Mundo and Scion, but they're constantly getting really good looks there for FlyQuest, and they're getting a lot of chunk damage out as well. Masu continually poking away.
50% crit.
Really going through the roof.
No Infinity Edge. 34 minutes into a game.
Another good setup here towards the Baron.
It's just so cringe to watch him.
Flicker Blade, whatever the fuck it's called.
You like fucking flame the shit out of Palafox for like playing poorly, but like there's like a huge knowledge gap going on this team too that I just don't love. My question is like, how is no one telling him? If I see my teammates building like shit, I'm gonna tell them. And like, it's not gonna be something you just kind of gloss
reinforcing
over.
his behavior.
Yeah, like the more you let this kind of stuff happen, the worse your team gets. I mean, it's.
But then the coaches will say, he's a professional AD carry player, you're a jungle player, I think he knows the role a bit better than you do.
Yeah, but he doesn't know the role better than the pro players from Korea and China. So,
10 seconds on the clock until the next Drake spawns. It is still.
and like I'm not like against innovation. Like I think like I do builds that like no one else does, but like sometimes.
But it's really good when you do it. Or you're trolling when you do it.
Specific reason. Like I will explain it, and it'll.
Oh, is B-Boy just trolling? He's just being silly?
Yeah, wait, why do you give yourself the benefit of the doubt that you don't get B-Boy? What's up with that?
Yeah, what if B-Boy just doesn't care?
Where's your compassion? Where's your empathy?
Yeah, it's probably because B-Boy's game knowledge just doesn't seem very great. Damn, third Drake just given for free here. Okay, well, I mean, like honestly, if you're a Shopify, you're not that upset. You do have crazy scaling.
Saya has become human. At 4 items, it has finally been complete. He is human. Flank TP? Renekton?
Oh no,
Masu!
Masu
Dies.
Oh my god. This is kind of spooky still. B-Boy
No, I think
wasted
Fly
all.
Hard loses. I think Fly Hard loses this.
B-Boy wasted ult though.
They have literally no damage. Oh my
dead.
god, unless Whippo is just gonna kill literally their whole team. Okay. Alright then.
I'm telling you, dude, this SR team is just so fucking like filled with clowns.
How did Whippo just solo kill 5 items, Orianna and Zaya with flash?
You didn't see what B-Boy did, dude. B-Boy tried to follow up on Lucian with his ult, and it didn't even hit him, and Lucian died. And he like flash ulted.
Yeah,
I've never seen a late game.
Watch B-Boy. He's in the Baron pit right now. Look at him.
Okay.
Literally just
Flashed in
waste
for
everything.
quad to just try to do something to quad, and then here.
Well, he's not a KDA player.
He got one auto off, and then he just dies. Dude, doesn't Renekton ult do like a gorillion damage right now?
Yeah, it does. But in no like, there's no world where you
like
get,
actually some huge number.
They basically
yeah,
got
about a gorillion.
They got 2v5'd by Sedge Renekton at 40 minutes.
Masu is running it the fuck down. Has he pressed Ignite once this game?
But it doesn't even
Outside
matter.
of level 1?
Wow. I am like amazed at how. Wait, hold on. Whippo might actually die.
CC'd. Did Beef even hit him? What?
engaging back into their own red side.
I'm pulling back for a second.
No dead bodies either side.
Yeah, they're not quite able to finish off Contracts.
He just does no fucking damage, dude.
He's up there with the
Dude.
Oh my god, man.
Dude.
Because of all of the additional bonus health that you're getting when you're ulting near enemy members. If you get in the middle of that fight, you pop the ulti, you get a ridiculous amount.
What's your game time?
Very, very tanky.
Bro.
Knight's Vow now. Just knowing it's about the carries at this point in the game. Shopify,
Any game timers? Any fucking game timers?
They could be starting it.
25, 6,
Shopify again.
7, 8, 9, 30.
Contracts are going to need to frontline. For Palafox specifically, the Orianna has been such a factor this game.
With Xayah, you can burst this thing at like 2K pretty easily.
Boom. Oh!
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
Xayah plus Sejuani. Good combo, I reckon.
What the
Xayah didn't ult?
And Masu's done again. This Masu guy, he's actually chain sprinting it.
Palafox is on a wild journey all the way through the jungle, and he'll continue trying to escape from Whippo. The crocodile is very scary. He gets the reason.
Dude, like, if there's any match to be suspicious of fixing on, like, this would maybe be one of the top lookings.
From who, Masu?
Did you see Kadrol's reaction to aiming on Lucian too?
Oh yeah.
Where aiming was literally like ulting the Scion zombie and like walking away from free kills and just
What?
It's just like, no, you have to watch it. It's actually so funny, bro. It's
That was the guy who fucking bought Static Shiv when it was banned. That's the only thing I know aiming from. And then had to fucking pause and sell that shit.
Really? Why was Static Shiv banned?
I don't know. It's a bug one patch.
Some bug.
That's the only thing I know about him.
We got the Nash, guys. Okay, you want to kill? It's personal.
I don't know if I'll ever see him as anything other than the clown for that one. That just single-handedly losing your team a game because ignorance.
I love Smite Steals like that though, because Inspired is like, okay, he's gonna pick a number that he thinks that you're gonna pick, and then he just throws it down there. That was crazy.
You should ask Sneaky about the $3,000 CS skin he bought a few days ago. Is this true, Sneaky?
Nope. Whoa, whoa, what the fuck, B-boy? No way!
Investigation, please open an investigation, please, God, please.
Into Drake with no vision.
Please open an investigation.
He just blast coded with literally. What?
Please, God, please. I'm begging you.
Yo, guys, like I'm gonna keep it real. There's bring sushi to LCS Shopify sushi right here, right now.
You'll sell him for the low cost of $1 million buyout.
Ooh. Well, he's worth a bit more than that, but you know, I'm actually willing to let him go for free.
Deal.
No, you're not doing the team owner thing correctly. You're supposed to sell him for $1 million.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm supposed to really ruin.
Perks had a $12 million buyout.
Involved, but
Palafox actually dies there.
Bwipo is having a bit of a 1v9 Renekton game.
I mean, it's like Bwipo's 1v9 mixed with B-Boy's win trade is like so. It's taking away. The win trade is
deadly
taking
concoction
from how
all right,
crazy
2v8. Bwipo and B-Boy versus all of Shopify and Fly.
Yeah. Because like I'm gonna be honest with you, Masu is kind of sending it. He is literally just griefing this game and permanently dying first in the fight. But it doesn't even matter because somehow B-Boy is doing worse.
Classic AD carry players sitting here shit-talking the more successful AD carry players. Not a good look. Kind of sad, honestly.
I know, it's extremely sad.
Oh, I just saw Contracts go for a quick shirt touch between that Nami wave.
Without ult, Mundo really can't walk in. You are useless without your ultimate.
Is Fleet footwork to correct Mundo in?
Stay outside of the pit. They zone Shopify away while
I guess.
He's a what?
Infernal Soul
Oh, Fleet
secured.
Footwork.
Mercurial Scimitar purchased up there from Mazu.
Maybe, yeah.
More and more items coming through here.
Maybe Phase Rush is also good. Don't know.
Phase Rush.
FlyQuest are moments away from closing the series out.
And if they
Is Phase Rush bad in tanks?
complete that record you were talking about, because it's already past 40 minutes, it would be.
I feel like Phase Rush is better than Fleet in team fights, but Fleet is probably better for like the early fights.
It's better for farming.
Games 2 and 3
Yeah.
have definitely been a battle. Shopify showing some solid performance.
But Courage of the Colossus.
Still, when it counts, when it's
Dude, I remember that.
FlyQuest are finding their
What was the one that gave you max HP that everyone used?
Strength of the
On, like,
Ages.
Black Strength of the Ages, yeah. Soda. Yeah. Fuck, what a time.
Soda.
That was
EOTC.
literally, in my mind, like one of the best versions of Jungle. Until people started doing it on like Graves in Italy, then it kind of got ruined. But like,
Dude, Courage
if
of
you
the-
took out Graves in Italy from that meta, it was actually very fun.
Urge of the Colossus on like Maokai, and he would like go in and get the fattest shield known to man. That was like so cool.
It was good on Zac too.
Grouped up, it feels like the whole game. Well, Bwipo has been hoovering up.
Man, the game really has changed so much. Like those days, it's like unrecognizable.
He took that
Yeah.
gold, he dominated team fights, he made such a big impact. Now he has the GA on top of the Sterix that is just going to make it even harder to take him down.
I hope they do another big like change up to the game.
Any further increase in that gold lead?
How about Mythics? How about they bring Mythics back?
Too rich, he can't do anything with it.
Mm,
No?
that'd be all right. I don't know. I mean, I feel like item changes don't even change the game that much, honestly. It's like you still... It's kind of rare that the meta will change just because of items. Like, sure, there'll be like some champs here and there, but it's still kind of like the same shit compared to like runes or like a big-ass map change or jungle change. Like, they used to change what the jungle was like every fucking season. We've had these same
You
jungle
want
camps
that
for like
back.
10 years now. Yeah, that shit was fun.
What?
Have everything they need to try to put the
Pretty sure the
current
impression
jungle
that the
items
jungle
good,
changes
though.
constantly was just cringe.
as much as you're joking, Kobe, if
Having to relearn the fucking role every year.
and Bwipo are full build,
No, you're right. It's more fun to kill the same camps all the time.
it's not doing anything for them right now, but they have the skill, they have the Baron,
I
they
think the
have the
current
solo
jungle,
lead, and they have
where
just
like
been
you have a lot
looking
of
straight up
sustain and the
better in
pet does
these
a lot, it's
fights.
good though.
So it's gonna need a bit of a miracle in
Better
games
than like
from
the
Shopify if
you have
they
to.
were to hold on.
The worst one was when you chose between Machete or Talisman. That actually felt straight terrible.
Forgot about that actually as a thing.
It wasn't that long ago, but it was some ass.
Literally multiple years ago, no?
Yeah. Oh,
Dude,
Masu!
again, if they just played off of the route and Seos was ready,
Oh, wait, Bwipo might be too deep this time.
he might be too deep, but he's got GA.
Oh, they got
so he's
3-man Oriole
gaining
trying to
HP.
follow up.
What the fuck? He 1-HP'd B-Boy there. Are you serious?
And he's gone. Wait, this might actually be the throw. This might be too big of a throw. Or we got the shutdown.
The Raid Bossamus is down.
That was crazy. B-Boy nearly died.
2022 was 9 years ago. Aware.
So he had to use the ulti defensively there. Bwipo, though, does lose quite a bit.
Damn, they're triple inhib open Nexus, but they can't end. This is NA. This is 50-minute game.
They do hold on. Their base completely destroyed, though. They lost every tower, including the Nexus.
Senna looks weak in NA, I think.
It was also a fully stacked bounty.
Is there only one BO5 today, or are there two?
This is one, I think.
So that was also collected.
Boo.
Look, they tried to initially, go for Masu, then they flashed backwards, and Bwipo decides to take it upon himself. To
Fast
use
as
his
fuck, boy.
Oh, he used it. And this Dominus, look at that. He almost dies. Just
Wow.
barely. One more tick of the Dominus.
Wait, does the Renekton ult keep ticking during GA? It looks like it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it does.
End up going down, and they're able to hold on. You can see a little bit of
The
frustration
fuck?
there.
Fucking
He's
cartoon
sniffing.
expressions, bro.
did go to Palafox. Maybe. Just maybe.
I like it.
It is now Shopify's turn.
Yeah.
Telling me there's a
Bwipo's
chance.
kind of the goat.
Maybe
Okay,
Shopify's turn for
hear me
the
out.
heroic
Bwipo
defense
next Hall of
and their
Legends.
comeback in this series.
Yes.
Yeah, hearing you out.
Is it bad? Because people are theorizing they want it to be a Western player, right? Because they've done a Korean, Chinese. Wait, where'd B-Boy go?
He just died.
To what? I wasn't even looking at him.
Culling. Link.
Get an ult or flash. He just.
He didn't have
Going
ults. He did have flash.
Item isn't fully complete, but it's an unbroken arm guard, so you're going to get effectively the same
The
value.
longest 3-0 in North America.
Wow, he got shit
What
on.
an accomplishment. We are really breaking records every year.
Dude, what happened to average game time? They really fucked it.
Baron moved to 25 minutes.
Well, like, how does that double game time? Like, the game should end at 25 if that's the case. Like 26, 27. It's like the games are just going to fucking 50 minutes.
You wouldn't get it.
What's up, Tofu?
Maybe it's the bounty changes, actually.
What's up, Tofu?
Earned their upper bracket berth, was taking out 100 Thieves. They're now going to have to go against them in the lower bracket, while FlyQuest will be waiting to see who.
Actually, no, I think it was happening before the bounty changes, wasn't it?
What's up, Tofu?
3-0, they are looking terrifying.
I mean, after last week, where FlyQuest just completely demolished Cloud9.
Yeah, I don't think it's an NA thing. I think it's global. A global phenomenon. Game time increased. Oh, dude. Okay, another piece is probably the turrets respawning. Like, not every game affecting, but
yeah,
enough of the games.
Holy.
I can't even praise Masu after witnessing the crimes of humanity.
Heavily outperforming B-Boy, especially in these last two games when you came to those late game stages. You looked at the Senate, you looked at what he got it done on Lucian.
Outperforming B-Boy. I don't know if there was much you needed to outperform. I don't know if there was much going on there.
In this game, I'm gonna be terrified of Renekton and T-Rex. We're gonna go to sleep tonight.
What a happy boy he is. Oh no! I unplugged my webcam! No! I unplugged my webcam!
Oh no! Oh god!
A little bit more frequently than normal after that.
I've unplugged it!
Over the fan zone for an interview.
I've unplugged it. How do I replug my webcam? Hello?
Thank you very much. I'm live here with Bwippo. Congratulations on your series victory. And I got to start off with that last game performance. Incredible. You reached around an 8,000 individual gold lead over your lane opponent. But I know Fudge gave you some trouble last time around.
8,000 gold lead.
I mean, honestly, I'm
Jesus
really
Christ.
playing better. I think that he's one of the few NA top laners. Like, I guess he's from Australia, but he counts as NA.
I'm happy to see Fudge playing better. 8,000 gold lead.
Play, like, at a high level, contesting me. It's really nice to see because ultimately that's what I want in the region. That's what I want is exciting League of Legends. And when my opponents contest me and we get to have a nice brawl just like this best of 5, that's what we're all here for. I know we're all a fan of the close series. This was a 3-0, but a close 3-0. It's actually the longest in the history of LCS or LTA, but you just wrapped up the fastest 2-0 of the year versus Cloud9. And going into this match, Fudge said, we just have to do better than Cloud9, and that already sends a message. So what do you think about Shopify versus Cloud9 now? And because the kind of narrative around Shopify was, might be frauds in the upper bracket, did they disprove that today? I think the most important thing when you're playing League of Legends is understanding you pick good champions, you play good League of Legends, you have a chance to win. It doesn't
quad
matter who
fan
you play
meet.
against, and I think Shopify really embodies that. Their drafts
The
are
quad
very
meet.
standard, front to back comps that aren't complicated, but they play some good League of Legends individually and they make it work together. And I think that's all you need. That's all you need to be. That's my MO. I pick Orin, I pick Renekton, I go 5v5 people, and I've made people across the world believe that you can win against Asian teams. They can beat us. They can beat any team. And I think that's super exciting to see, honestly. Do you think they'll still be a threat in the lower bracket then? I think 100% they can take games up everyone. And honestly, if they clean up their actual games where they get advantages and they actually, get to the finish line.
All right, chat.
All right, fantastic. Well, I want to get your thoughts on the next series that we'll have tomorrow because Team
All right, chat.
Now is it going to be a little closer because you just decimated Cloud9.
Hey, chat.
CL looked really good with Yuji coming in. I want to get your thoughts on that matchup. So coming into playoffs and you're preparing for a best of 5, it's also like
all right, one,
really
if your favorite Christopher Nolan movie is Prestige, 2 for Dark Knight, 3 for everything else.
What the hell did you say? Chris Renola?
Christopher Nolan movie.
Oh, Christopher Nolan. I heard Chris Nolan or something. Christopher Nolan.
3 Memento. 3 Interstellar.
Ooh.
Interstellar's good.
I'm gonna go with 2 for Dark Knight.
Christopher Nolan.
To be like in the Dark Knight.
It'll be really interesting to see
That's actually hard. I feel like Darknet's so tied with Prestige for me. Fuck.
I haven't rewatched Interstellar. I should do that.
Have you seen the Odyssey?
No.
The Odyssey.
We need at least 4 games in a best of 5.
Christopher Nolan movie. Tom Holland, Matt Damon, Zendaya.
No, I've never even heard of it. What is? Hold on. The Odyssey.
Thank you, Whippo. I'll let you get with the rest of the fans, but I
Wait,
just want to
Odyssey
movie. Because I have to ask you, there was a story going around.
Shit hasn't come out yet, you fucking moron.
Baited. He's paid to promote the movie.
Get your tickets now.
You're actually paid to promote the movie?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, dude. Christopher Nolan hit me up. He said, "Hey, can you just shout out my new movie?" Dude, they have crazy fucking big names in this movie.
Okay, so Inspired said it was not your fault, no one's fault. It broke. Is that correct?
Yeah, it did, right.
Okay, well, we actually have a gift for you here. So just in case it happens again, this is from the broadcast. This is for you, Quad. Just in case
Oh,
the
shit,
water
he got the
breaks again.
mop?
That's going to be it from us here at the Fan Zone. Congratulations on the series win. I'll turn back over to the lounge.
Thank you.
Is that a 64-kilogram mop? From Anatoly?
Wait, only 35. Only 35 was asking if we're gonna do Clash tonight. Boys, are we gonna clash?
Clash.
Are we
All right,
clashing?
GG's guys. I will see you tomorrow. It was awesome.
Wait, it's today.
Welcome back to the lounge. That
Oh,
was
dude,
hanging
GG,
out
man.
with you guys.
Hey, Walking starts 6:15.
All right,
That was
guys.
beautiful. I loved watching with Meteos. That was
All
great,
right,
dude.
chat. That was so fun. Hopefully, Stinky shows up a little early tomorrow, so like he doesn't miss half of it.
Some of it's all the awesome pregame action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully Stinky doesn't miss half of it tomorrow. Like it's
Those first 4 minutes were pretty crazy.
first 4
Okay, so I made
hours
the
were the
team.
best 4 hours.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and invite you guys. My bad. So what are the tags? What tags are we using?
Oh, hashtag butt plug. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. I'm not really able to get that one, but I invited Meteos. Here's Meteos. Sneaky in here as well. 69. Okay, both of you guys have got the invite. Make sure you accept before locking at 6:15 tonight.
Yep, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in. I've joined.
The other thing,
Yep.
we were really ready
I'm on
for
the
this
team.
to go longer. So we're gonna do this.
That's weird. On my side, it says pending. Are you
At the start
you
of the
sure you
game,
accepted?
all these champions
Are you
were
right
It
right
looks
account?
like. I guess we're just gonna have to
champions
flex
they'd
queue till
played
then.
before in the split, and any fearless ban we'd essentially taken off of the board.
I mean,
For
I'm
some
down.
reason,
I
we
mean,
still aren't
I'm
getting
literally
games 4 and
down.
5. We're gonna get them this playoffs, but
Blade,
this would have been what they have
Pobe.
left, and we were gonna talk
Yeah,
about how
let's
they could
see.
still construct their team
Who else will be
confidence.
on?
Interesting
Ming
how,
will
like,
probably be on,
even
honestly.
just in game 4 of Fearless, every champion that Inspired had played the entire split.
You need to
would have
confirm
been down
SMS.
to
Yeah,
these
okay. I'll
3
see you guys
plus ones that
tonight.
he
See you guys
obviously
tonight.
Yeah, I'll
6:15.
see you then.
Don't miss it.
Yep. GG's guys.
Yeah.
How quickly
Yep,
the
GG's
pool
guys.
actually pitches in as you get to game 4.
That is true, and you might even see
All right,
like a
chat.
very sneaky
Yeah, well,
solo
and
queue.
like
I'm gone forever.
And
Till tomorrow.
Drew and
Senna
Pulov,
and
they're all
C9 versus TL tomorrow. Banger game. See you guys.